demonetized. Like a shotgun through the heart, baby. Line them up. Say it for me.
What?
Throw the word.
Paul!
Cunt.
Nice,
Take
mate.
it, baby.
Oh,
Take
great.
it. That's
Oh,
how it
great.
rolls, son. Take that, YouTube, you suck ass. Like it. Throw me another quick.
Paul!
Cock knocker. I love it, man. I love it. You know what? I wouldn't even be so mad if I could work out what it is, because Drama Time wasn't demonetized. Thunder Cunt was in that. It's not released yet, but I was like watching it going, any minute now. Thunder Cunt, really? Thunder Cunt's okay. Thunder Cunt's fine. Thunder Cunt is totally fine. Everything else, though, did you... Wait a minute. Did you say death at some point? No. No. Did you put that video out without adverts on it? No. You jackasses. I don't know what's going on. Welcome, one and all, to the PG show. How you feeling, bruv?
All right, mate. All right.
How we all feeling about that 7.3? Oh, what a splash of content. Sprinkling that golden dust. Yeah. Yeah, you see, last time, when we did the... Got to put it into context for me and Andy here, is last time when we went to the... What's it called? The Broken Shore. And me and Andy tested the whole shabazz. We were very excited, weren't we? We were like, this is ace! Aces! Didn't do that this time. It's beautiful.
Do you know why? Because I think on the PTR, we were testing it in segments. Or we thought we were testing it in segments. But that's all we're actually getting on live.
A little bit, yeah. So definitely lessons learned from last time. So everything that I did, I went in with like this. But what I really don't get. I'm over the gating thing now. I don't think it helps them in any way, because it just seems disappointing when they gate it off, and especially as they gated this off. So now we're going to talk about 7.3. It's been out for a while. If you've any interest in WoW, you should have probably played it at some point. It's 20 minutes worth of stuff, right? So if you're spoiler, whatever. So playing it on the PTR was awesome. It was really good. Like, the story of what we're going to get on live is awesome. It's really, really, really good and leads nicely into the next expansion. Everything is set up in a pretty good way. Really exciting. And then on live, what we actually got was a really weird chopping up of the content. Like, Island 3, or what was Island 3 on the PTR is now Island 2.
Right.
So we do the first one where you land in Cocoon. And did everybody get a bugged out Turellian? What a ruiner. Did yours bug out?
Why do you mean bug out?
So on the PTR, one of the biggest... there's two major moments in...
where he reveals himself.
Yeah, there's two major moments in the initial Argus stuff. One is the robot that comes out of the ground that's the cannon.
That was cool.
That was really cool, right? And when that happened for the first time, I was like, that's awesome. That's a great set piece. That's wonderful. And the other one is the reveal of Turellian, who comes out of the cave, right?
Enough!
Yeah, and when we first saw that on the PTR, for those who were there for that 3 a.m. stream or whatever it was that we did, that moment was like, oh! And on live, mine bugged out, and Turellian got stuck on a rock, and he's like walking like this, but not moving for ages. For absolutely ages. I was like, oh, this is so disappointing. This is so disappointing that this is how this went down. And then suddenly he fixes himself and kind of moves along and got himself sorted out. So we did have that issue where he bugged out, and it just made the whole moment so much less cool than what it actually should be. But I'm glad it didn't bug out for most of you. And yours was fine. He just came out and rocked up in that sweet, sweet armor. Which is awesome, isn't it? That armor is
beautiful.
Really, really...
Every paladin in the world is like, I want that.
That's the problem, because we've had a lot of tier sets. Like, I think this season's, this next raid's tier sets are actually pretty good overall. Like, most of them are really good.
Oh, I agree.
I'm fine with it.
Absolutely.
But we've had some real shitters recently. Some real shitters recently. And then they popped out that Turellian, and I was like, you can't make that and give us this. That's not...
Do you know what annoys me based on that? Is they could have done something like that with, you know, like all the Nighthold NPCs? With like the purple sort of arcane glyph around their armor. Well, here's the thing. The set pieces that you get from leveling or from handing in your shards in the on Argus gives you that style of armor.
Oh, we'll look at that later.
Yeah,
we are going to look at
but
that
they
later.
should have done that with like the... I mean, for tier pieces, they should have done that exactly like... I mean... What is it? Why can't a paladin have that armor? What's so special about that? Because you can't use that argument
And
anymore.
why is it so good?
Because they've got an
Like,
Ashbringer.
it wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't so good, and we keep getting kind of like the lame version of that.
Right, exactly.
Like, why do you give the players the lame version, yet the NPC gets the really, really good version? Why is that, Blizz? Give me some answers to that question as to why that should.
But it should be available, and it should be. Do you know what? I fucking hate this. Sorry, can we swear?
On the web show, yeah.
Man, I fucking hate this cater for all bullshit now. To the point where, I mean,
I'm not sure what you mean.
Cater for all, as in like everyone gets a chance of getting everything. Whereas, like, I'm talking about class-specific stuff, whether it's either items, legendaries, or even just the paladin. Even though I don't hardly play my paladin. Getting that tier set, even if it's an achievement, an unlockable, if it's a skin like you can get with the PvP sets, just to get that set. What's wrong with that? Because everyone else would have a fucking whinge about it. It's so PC now.
Yeah, maybe they have to make 12 of them. They would maybe that's potentially true. I'm not going to deny that's potentially true. Can I just point out before we go any further? Congratulations on your Weber.
Right, that was a well good feeling.
I try and tell people, because a lot of people wait till they really overgear the challenges and stuff, but there are certain ones, not all of them, there are certain ones where that last few percent is just, your heart's racing.
Yeah.
It's, especially if you're doing it appropriately. It's really different you overgear it, because you never feel like, ugh. But if you had to progress, and you had to learn, and you had to think about it, and you had to adjust, because I've got to say, because you were doing it before we did drama, right? Mm-hmm. You were doing it in a way that I would never do that challenge. Yeah. Like, it was massively different. And I was like, should I say something here? But I was like, no, because you told me you were getting to phase 2. And I'm like, well, he's all right. Because the way you did phase 1 was nothing like I did phase 1 whatsoever.
I was going to mention, and I'm hoping it's like this for other like classes as well, is because for me in phase 1, like, obviously, you've got people who've got loofahs don't even have to worry about that debuff.
You can't imagine what that's probably like.
I can't.
Exactly. I really can't imagine. After somebody who's done the Guardian Challenge, and now you have.
Yeah.
Wondering what it's like with loofahs annoys me. Because it must be so trivial.
Because everything in those phases would be bullshit. But for me, I had the back piece that increases like all like arcane and nature damage by 30%. So literally, as my debuff had fallen off, if I'm going to hit him with a thrash, I'll get in there with a combo. And once I'm out and I'm waiting for that debuff to drop, I'm just constantly spamming
Yeah, that's
Moonfire.
how you do it. You weren't even in there. Like, I set it up to always have 4 debuffs. Like, there was very rarely a time I didn't have the debuff, and it was always at 4, pretty much. And I was just, like, DPSing like a monster. But, again, I had no Legos that would help me on that challenge. Yeah. So that was how I found out how to do it. And then was watching you, who seemed very comfortable getting, like, 1 or 2, moving out and just zerging in with Moonfires over and over again. I was watching it, I was like, that's a really cool strategy that caters to how your druid is set up. And is nothing like I could have done it. And it worked out well for you at the end. And there was actually a point during drama, I think it was your kill.
I watched it back and I saw you look over.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I wasn't lying when I said it. Is that I was reading drama and at the same time, I'm like, I can see your screen out of my peripheral. I'm looking over and I can see that Cruel is on about 0 point something %. And I moved to get the mouse. I don't know if you can see it, but I moved to get the mouse because I'm about to click to your screen so we can have it on drama is that you get the kill. And I saw your bear flying through space and I was like, oh shit, I can't show anybody that because he's about to die at 0.1%.
Yeah.
He's about to die at 0.1% and he's going to lose his fucking mind. So I can't switch over the camera and then you got the kill anyway because they killed him. I was like, oh, that's awesome, man. I can't imagine the rage getting to that because I saw he had no health left. And he got there, but it's a great feeling that because you do shake. Like I've done a couple of dailies where I'm like, I'm physically shaking here, with like how much adrenaline is pumping through my body as we're getting closer and closer to these last few percent, especially after progressing it for as long as I did. Because it took me about, I think about 100 tries. No, it was less actually for the Guardian. I think Guardian was about 50. Maybe? I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago. But it was about 50 or something like that. And you've been trying and wiping and trying and wiping. And then suddenly it's like, it's whittling down and you're like, I'm there.
Do you know what
I'm there.
For me, like, for not doing it, sorry, is because phase one became kind of trivial. Once you mastered what you're doing, you can rinse and repeat that. Phase 2, I mean, for me, it's panic. Panic every time.
Well, it's panic because you don't want to die. That's the thing. The panic is not a case of I don't know what to do. It's the panic is I do not want to die here. Yeah. And then you'll get a nether stomp that's slightly bad. And you know that you're screwed. Yeah. Because you're like, I can't get out of it. And it feels like you're crawling through mud and you're watching your health bar whittle away. And you're like, ah! God damn. But then you survive and you're like, I made it past it, and I can keep going. But it was a tremendous achievement. It was really, really cool to see you do that. We have 6 Mage Tower challenges left out of every one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went pretty hardcore in the Mage Tower this time now. Because I wanted to get every single one done before 7.3. So we've got 6 left. And that's it, I think. And then I'm done with everything. Anyway, getting back to Alex, we'll talk about that in a second, actually. I do want to talk about it. So, coming to live, then cutscenes, though.
Dude, I tell you what,
they were good, because we don't get them on the PTR.
Not just being a flat-out fanboy, but everything that Illidan says in all of those cutscenes is like, you sit back and you just think to yourself, fucking A.
Yeah,
like he said to Velen, it's like, you let your people die.
It's not been that mixed.
Yeah.
Well, generally cutscene-wise, for me, has always been a bit black and white. It's like, it's a good guy and a bad guy. And the bad guy's going to do some big bad, and the good guy wants to stop the bad guy, and blah, 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 blah. But this one was really like, everybody's got a point here. Besides Zera. Like, Zera did not have a point. Zera was just being a douche.
You done fucked up, Zera.
You done fucked up.
I think...
I am my scars.
Don't take the piss
out.
Oh,
come on, that is the edgiest
every time
line.
that I don't know what I've done. I've done the
line.
intro Argus quest now, I think 6 times, because I'm pushing my ults all through it. And that's the only cutscene that I watch, and every time I get big fucking goosebumps. That whole cutscene at the end of it is
the first one's good as well, when we warp.
When he actually gets in...
yeah, we warp, and then the X-Star gets shot down. Now, we knew that happened because the dialogue...
Xenadar gets shot down.
Yeah, on the Exodar.
Is it the Exodar? No, the Exodar's a city. Yeah. Xenadar gets shot down. Lore, yeah?
Lore, get your lore right. Because when we did it on the PTR, that cutscene wasn't there, but the immediate dialogue after is, I can't believe the Zendar was shot down. And then I was like, oh god, that's going to be well good. And that also had the problem of, in my head, I totally pictured what the cutscene would look like, and it was way better than what we actually got. What we got was decent enough. It was fine. But in my head, it was very much like, I'm going to have to make a really obscure Stargate reference, but when the Ori attack in Stargate, they have a similar kind of weapon on their ships, and it's well good. I was picturing that. Wasn't that? It wasn't that. That was okay. And but I knew that Zera died because again that happened on the PTR.
You come back to the fragments.
Yeah, you come back afterwards, and Zera's dead, and everyone's like, "Oh," and we're like, "Oh, I died, the Naru." No, like whatever. But then to see the cutscene of how it happened, what was your thoughts going through? Because I think I watched you watch the cutscene for the first time, and you thought Illidan was going to get turned to a light Illidan, I think.
I thought
because that's the implication. Is they're going to make
I didn't
Illidan
want that to happen. But here's the thing, right? Obviously, Zera's got a point that she's trying to make, but Illidan's logic in that entire dialogue's well sound. It's like, no, I've been given power and been held a prisoner for it before. It's not your decision to fate my destiny. It's not yours to fucking do that.
Well, they are forcing Illidan good guy on us.
Exactly.
There's no doubt about that. They are forcing the Illidan good guy.
So for him to like just completely flip out to the point where he basically held back to the point where he was being restrained and it was forced upon him. So it's like, don't do that.
No consent, mate.
Absolutely.
No consent.
Yeah. No means no.
No means no. Do you know what was hilarious? As a side note, we got a new girl raider in our team. And Perwin was explaining something, and as we were on one particular pull, we're doing a countdown, and it's like 7, 5, and suddenly she goes, no. And Perwin goes, we're pulling anyway, because it's too late, everyone's popped potions and stuff, it can't be that big of a deal. She's playing a Moonkin. So, off we go, and then we wipe, Mythic rating, hello. And afterwards, Perwin goes, never scream no. And instantly it was like, can't say that to a girl, Perwin. Can't say that to a girl, bro. I changed my name on details to no consent or something.
Wow.
All night, man. All night. He opened the door for the Bants. I walked right on through. He opened the door for the Bants. I walked right on through. Yeah, can't say that to a girl, bro. And everyone was pissing themselves, like, throughout the pull. Trying to take it seriously, we're all just like... fucking giggling our asses off. But yeah, the second one is the second cutscene was interesting. Where do we go from here? Because
I think can I give you my theory?
I would love a theory. I want some speculation for the chat as well.
This isn't. I've not done any sort of digging, but just based on that, right? Zera's the prime Naru. Okay, the fact that I'm going to say she, assuming gender. I'm assuming that she just allowed Illidan to obliterate her that easy. That was the plan all along.
Oh, you think it was Mamboozle?
I think, you know, it's that sort of like, I can't remember, there's a film reference there, and I can't remember it, where basically, like, you think that it's gone pear-shaped, but that was the plan all along.
Can I give you one?
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
It wasn't Potter that was thinking.
But that is exactly
Is
what
that
happens.
in Potter?
You've seen it, Snape and Dumblenuts.
Snape and Dumblenuts, mate.
Snape
yeah,
and Dumblenuts.
exactly
Yeah,
that.
Snape and Dumblenuts.
Yes! Yes, that is a good
That's
reference,
exactly what
actually.
happens
Yeah.
with Snape and Dumblenuts.
But I think that was Zera's plan, is to invoke that reaction from Illidan.
Do you think Tyrellion's going to pop a twist? Because he's
obviously
Tyrellion's obviously mad. I'm trying to, because I don't think, and I don't want to go too far into it, but I'm not going to say actually.
no, carry on.
No, because it's about stuff that's not out in live.
Oh right, okay.
It's about stuff that's not out in live. But Tyrellion may pop a twist.
I don't think he will.
Maybe I'm thinking a backstab in the final fight of the raid, something like that. You know, where Tyrellion is like, even if we win, I can foresee Tyrellion killing Illidan after the last.
I
boss
was
dies.
just going to ask, do you think?
Yeah, I think Tyrellion's
going
to. I think Tyrellion's going to kill Illidan because we're obviously going to.
He's in the demon world as well, so if he fucking goes down,
Yeah,
mate,
exactly.
he's tea cakes.
That's what I think is going to go down. I think
No.
I think the last thing of this raid is going to be a similar cutscene to the Sunwell, where we had the big hidden thingy. And I think Illidan's going to bite the dust. I think he's going to go away.
I don't.
Wrong! Not like this! Not like this! I think that would be a reasonable ending to the story.
I don't want it to,
7.3 of the
though.
Burning Legion.
We've got Illidan back now, man. Blizzard have pressed the holy shit button, right? And everyone came running back
I
for
think we forget that now. But when it was revealed Illidan was coming back, we were like, okay, that WoD was a disaster. Reveal,
glass.
bring Illidan back. Bring Illidan back now. Break glass. There was that meme that was flying around. Did you make it?
I made it!
You made it.
It was
yeah.
I saw a
You made
shitter version of it. I just fucking dusted it off and made it appropriate, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But because the main, I'm not spoiling anything. Am I? Is someone in the chat spoiling? Don't spoil in the chat about stuff that's not out in 7.3.
It's already been decided in data mind. Yeah, don't put the fucking end of it if you've just written it in chat.
Yeah, why would you do that? We're talking about it like we didn't do. Don't do that. Just don't do that. A man no means no. But yeah, I think that seems like a reasonable ending. There's a lot of endings that are potential at the moment.
I want Tyrellion to bite it. I want him to make the attempt on Illidan. But do you know what I'd like?
I think he's the new.
Hear me out
though.
though. Yeah, I know. I hope
think
not.
he's going to be the.
He's like the new
dude.
Khadgar. No, I don't want that to
I
happen.
don't like Dadgar anymore.
I don't like
He doesn't
Khadgar. Do you know
anything.
why? Because of all those like meme quests on the
Yeah.
Broken Shore. Oh, I've dropped a
He
load of
just comes
coins.
across as a
Can
right
you get them?
useless wanker now,
Twat.
doesn't he?
But listen to me. This is what I want to happen, right? Just hear me out now. Obviously, like it's already out, and I get that, but I don't know what happens. So this is what I want to happen, right? There's been at least 2 cutscenes where Illidan's basically spoken to Velen, and he's like said, you know, you watched your people die. Their blood's on your hands. This is your fault.
I felt like that's a lot of stick.
Yeah, he does. Right?
Wait, I can't say.
I want this.
Guess worse than-
And like he's missed Tyrellion, and like there's dialogue in there that you can initiate that's not quest related, where it's like they're not seen each other for thousands of years, but they used to go out drinking together and yada yada.
Oh yeah, the
Right?
drinking,
Yeah.
drinking chat is really good.
But what I want to see is Tyrellion make an attempt on Illidan and Velen stop him. And then we basically, it's like, and Tyrellion's like, oh, right, okay, so you've taken his side kind of thing now, that's it. You're like a Sith, mate, dealing in absolutes. And I want us to...
That would be the weirdest dialogue
Right?
in the game, though, wouldn't it? You a Sith, mate.
You're Sith, but I want us to fight Tyrellion under those circumstances. The fact that Velen basically, you know, grows a fucking sack, and he stops this shit from happening. If there's a phase where Illidan's weak or something, and he stops Tyrellion killing him, and we have to fight Tyrellion, then it's like, you know, you've just fucking sided with the enemy.
Yeah, because the loss of Zera in Tyrellion's eyes is like...
Big.
Because if he would have been in the same position... Because Illidan's called the Chosen One, right?
Yeah.
So if he would have been in the same position, he would have accepted it, no questions asked. And then to watch somebody refuse a gift that he would probably... I'm talking from, like, you know, as if we were writing Game of Thrones or some nonsense.
Yeah.
But for him to see somebody turn down what he would perceive to be the ultimate gift... and just throw it in the face, and not only that, but kill the god that would bestow it upon him.
Yeah.
I imagine there's going to be something.
But what I
going
can
on there.
also see, and again, this isn't from anything that I've read, it's because it's just from what I've taken in game and had a chat with a couple of people who are not lore savvy like myself, is from the cutscene with Anduin, he kind of looks like he's going to be more paladin than priest from picking up. Is it called Charlemagne? Thingy's sword.
Shalimar.
Shalom. But he picks up the sword, and I would also like to see like Tyrellian teaching him to be a paladin as opposed to a priest.
Well, we've lost so many in we've lost so many in Legion. So many major characters have gone in Legion that I assume they're building up the replacements. And Tyrellian's got to be in there. Illyria, can't say. I think Illadiggle's gonna go. I think Illadiggle's days are numbered, and that's gonna come at the end of the raid. I kind of feel like he's gonna be killed by Tyrellinuts, or he's making some sort of ultimate sacrifice in the last fight, or some nonsense or something like that. I hope it's not a sacrifice, like a full redemption, a full cliche redemption arc. I don't want that.
I just don't want him to die.
Yeah, I don't care, but I just don't want it to be a very cliche redemption arc. Like at the end, he throws himself on the spear or whatever it's supposed to.
No,
you know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? Any kid could have wrote that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Rip Vol'jin, who the fuck's Vol'jin?
He was the Horde Chief.
For like 10 minutes.
Yeah, for like 10 minutes. It is F for Vol'jin. You're just like, you're the leader, man. You dead, man.
Yeah, but he's
and Thrall's like,
who cares?
Bruh, I had this for so long. Where's your game, Vol'jin? Get some shoes, man. You're in charge. Get some shoes.
No,
Put
mate,
a tie on.
No, before you even get to the shoes, man, get some fucking braces.
It's the Jeremy Corbyn
Sort
of
out.
the Horde.
Do your dentist a favour and sort them bastards out.
Polish it, Australia.
Yeah,
But
Jesus
get a
Christ.
jacket. Get a jacket.
Get a jacket.
Get
yeah.
a jacket. You're in charge now. You can't be sure.
What are you always crouching for? It's not an 80s rap video anymore. Hey? Stand up straight, man.
Did you watch John Tron's video on Ice Ice Baby?
It was a well good video. It was a well good video.
I can't believe that movie exists and I never even heard of it.
I saw that on Sky.
Did you really?
Do you know why I remember it distinctively? Because Vanilla Ice's jacket in that video, that leather jacket with all the writing on it.
You're going to say you wanted it, aren't you?
I obsessed about that jacket, and my Auntie Diane made me one.
Oh my god. I need to show the chat this jacket for those of you who haven't seen it.
Vanilla Ice.
Jacket.
Cold as ice, or cool as ice it's called.
Cool as ice. But the story is great. The story is absolutely great. But the problem is they launched in a really amateur way. Yeah. Like 7.3 feels rubbish. What does it say? Deep.
Deep danger, lust.
Okay. You wanted this jacket?
I wanted that.
When you say your aunt made you one?
I got a black jacket and she cut a load of fabric up and cut it on. Mate, I was like fucking 8-year-old.
YCPE, what's that?
Don't know.
Yickpy.
Some edgy.
Oh, it says roll deep. Rolling deep. Oh, old school. He's rolling deep. I bet on the back it says...
The originator of
it says big plays. It says big plays on the back. Rolling deep. I like it. Lust. That's with paint. You can see the see-through marks. That's
fabric. Cool. I can see it.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, the chat is really stretched. I don't know why. It changes for some reason.
I can fix that.
Yeah, go for it. Let me do this.
Give me your mouse, you bitch.
Well, the content's pretty garbage. So
you carry on gassing, mate.
Yeah, the content's pretty garbage. I think we can all agree. Like, it starts off well, but it's so short. And there isn't... The next bit's going to be equally as short, you know what I mean? That's what's going to go down here. It's going to be really sad. Because it's alright. It's alright. My sub edit before 7.3 came out. Should I give a toss enough to resub and play it? I'd play it for the story, Amelia, for sure. I would play it for the story, but I think I would... If I was you, Amelia, and you're not bothered about playing for a while, I think it's over... Is it 3 or 5 weeks until we get the whole story? It's something like that. 3 or 5 weeks. 90 minutes of good questing. There's not 90 minutes. There's not. I streamed that. There's not 90 minutes. 3 weeks. Did you take you an hour and a half to do Argus?
Probably not.
I don't. That's including doing all the world quests, surely. That's not 90 minutes of content there. What do you actually do at the moment? You go down to Cochrane, right? Then you go and do the Exodar, Zenadar, or whatever it is. And then you go to the second island. And that's just one quest to go and find the world quest, I'm sure.
I'd say it's about 35 minutes. 35 minutes. And I've done that on 2 tanks today. And that was 35 minutes tops. Not even taking Big Dick Deeps. I hate that now. It'd be so easy for me to do world quests in, like, DPS form. But when you've got a werebait, you just got to tank that shit. Exclusive club, mate.
Oh, that includes if you include the time for the follow missions. Yeah, I'm not mocking it. I'm genuinely saying that's literally all the content that isn't just world quests. And after that, it is just world quests.
Yep.
You go to Cochrane then.
You can only get the light half of the
call it
Crucible at the
Cochrane.
minute, right?
Yeah, I don't think you even get that.
You can get the light half. I've done that.
Okay.
I'm just
No,
no,
because the light half comes from the dungeon, I think. Or is that
No.
the dark half?
It'd be the dark half.
Right, dark half. Yeah, I mean, I've got my rep going. Finally got Chaos Shatter. Praise Jeebus. The Chaos Shatter is the dream. The
Did
dream.
you just call peasants a bad thing, you twat? Yes, peasants are bad things.
I wouldn't want to be a peasant.
Because there's a guy in chat called Peasant,
Hey!
and he took offence to it.
No, he's not. He waits for anybody to bring it up so you go, hey, I'm called Peasant. That's why you've made that Switch name. That is the whole reason you sat there going, here we go.
I need someone to be called Insect now.
You get set the light half up and... Oh, yeah, of course, you pick up the dead Zera bits. But I think of that.
Chat's a little better now.
Next week will be bigger. It's the end of Cochrane and the whole of Macquarie. That's really good.
Macarena.
I read all the quests. So do I. There just aren't that many, Val. There really aren't. I mean, we watched everything. Oh, well, I did it. Well, I did it on the PTR.
I don't think Val can read though.
No, but there's not 90 minutes there. There is no way 90 minutes there.
Oh, can I ask? I got an item before, which I'm assuming is a secret quest to get that mount, you know, with all the stupid faces on it and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a rare drop item, but it just had like a clue on it. Don't know what it means though yet.
Yeah, there's a big search going for that mount.
Really?
I don't know if they finished it, but I know there's a few members of our guild who are doing it, mixing in the Discord and getting involved and hunting it down. Apparently it's quite interesting, because that last one was good with the cave, where you needed all the potions.
Worms.
Yeah, you needed all the potions to get through them and all that. I think so. Invasion points? Invasion points are okay. They're much better than the Centenax for sure. maybe, Val. I don't know.
How did they do invasion
maybe,
points
Val.
on
It
their
could
own
be.
planet?
Well, it's interesting.
Are we going to
So
be the
no,
invasion?
the premise of the invasion points is that you portal to another world that the Legion's invading, and you deal with problems.
Oh, so you go into a different?
Yeah, you go into
planet?
different planets.
Oh, I just
yeah.
spat right in your face, mate. Sorry.
Hey, I'll keep that.
Save that for later.
Hey. Invasion points are the replacement for the Centenax. So dotted around Argus, there'll be portals that you go through, and they're mini scenarios. They're basically a return of scenario content from what expansion? MOP scenarios, right? When they were big on the scenarios.
What?
Yeah, MOP, because you have all them jungle ones and stuff.
Oh, when we blew up Jaina's island, she was like, no.
Where is she though? That's the big question. Where is she?
By this point,
What's
do
she
you
up to?
care?
I never cared, so I'm like on the outside.
What is she going to be of relevance to the story at this point? Because she's not in.
It could be bad if she sweeps it at the end and is like, I'm Batman, and does something horrendous.
I don't understand
that would
though.
suck.
I mean, obviously, Laurie's might have their theories, but at this point, if she comes back into the fold, what purpose is she going to be for being there?
I feel like I should care more about Jaina than I do as a character. Like
I don't.
I know. I always go, I hate lore, but I am familiar with some of the lore, and there are characters that are important, right? I'm aware of the important players in the game, right? So I feel like I should care more about Jaina, but honestly, I've never really, besides the time she flipped out, which was kind of cool. Other than that, she's just been nothing. She's just been vapor in the game for me. You know what I mean? And I know
Shut up, Novel, you snob. No, I'm just saying though.
We're not getting into lore. I'm explaining that I feel like I should care what Jaina's up to.
I don't
and
understand
really
what
don't.
importance she'd bring though, like, or where, or how, or anything that's intertwined with the current set of in-game events. I don't get it. She went off in a huff because of the Horde.
She oh God. You know what? We're so ahead of things at the moment that it's hard to say some certain things. But that's
Wait,
it.
about.
Well, I was going to say.
Deuces!
He was like, no. But yeah, that was definitely what was definitely my thoughts on it. I feel like I should care about Jaina. I don't care about Jaina. I'm not asked. When she comes back, I'll be like, oh, there she is. Doing what she does again.
I mean, obviously her hair got continually white. I wonder where they got that from.
Ghostbusters 2016?
A Frozen kind of thing.
Complain about Toss Mythic? I don't want to, man. We'll get there soon. I suppose we could talk about it tonight. Anyway, we do want to flash off these armor sets because Andy pointed out they're pretty delectable. Ooh.
Apart from cloth, though.
So these are the Tyrellian style armor sets, kind of. I think that would look better. You know, cloth always looks terrible on a human.
Do you know what? It's not
always.
Right, I like that colour. Do you know what I hate about all of those? That headpiece. That headpiece is garbage. Garbage. Why can Blizzard not do a decent accoutrement of headpieces? Because that is turd.
I can't believe the first thing in the chat was worst helmet.
Right?
I actually don't mind it.
It's a shitty helmet.
I don't mind that helmet at all.
It's like a halo for retards. Look at it. Why have you got that like that?
Oh, you're looking at it like it's a safety helmet,
right?
For the special.
Because he looks like that he walks into doors.
It's got some interesting colour variants, though. The orange one's not too bad. It's the wrong helm, Chifir says. Wrong helm. He's sure? I mean, it matches perfectly.
I don't know what he means by wrong helm. I'm just saying that's...
I mean, that would be hard to say that that doesn't match with this.
The plate and the leather, I can't wait for you to show these because I fucking love them. I can't wait to get them.
So you like the plate sets.
I like
so
the
this
plate
is
and
leather.
this leather set.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I do. I'm going to have that on my druid, mate. I don't know whereabouts I'm going to have it on my druid, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to keep dropping that in conversation a little bit because I feel like a bit of a snob. I don't like that colour.
No, that looks...
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That could look pretty good.
I do like the first colour of the leather more. I just like a little bit of simple flamboyance that it is, and it's based on the Tyrellian things that we like. But it's not bad.
But it's not Tyrellians, though.
I know it's not Tyrellians. We're never going to get that.
No.
Those are too snobby with it.
Snobby. It'll be some...
What's this? The male? That's bobbins.
Yeah, this is the male.
Shoulders are nice.
Might look good on an orc, shaman.
Here's the thing, though. The shoulders are nice, but there is literally nothing that will match that set outside of that set.
Which is okay if it is a full set. I mean, that's not an issue, really. I mean,
No,
it's only
it's
only for proper moggers like us.
Get away from me. Don't even try and climb in my boat, son.
Joe goddamn pedal.
Yeah, male dog shiznit.
That's not bad. The chest is really boring.
I mean, look at it like you're only going
The
to wear
gold
that
set could work.
No, you're only going to
You
wear
can't
that.
see that in a hunter. Though.
You're only going to wear that if you're a shaman, and shaman have much better armors than that. That's my thing.
I really can't see a hunter wearing it.
No. But I'm a flamboyant hunter. I'm old Greg.
And you like this one?
This set is delish.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I really like that set. I do. I love it. Even the helmet.
Looks a bit thick.
I think that looks so good on a tank. That colour I like more.
Yeah, I like that colour much, much more. I like that colour much, much more. What was Jezia got for us here? Oh. Let me move it over here because Jezia's bound to loan some big donkey dicks at us. That one's better-ish. Well, that one's quite cool.
It's more of earthy colours. I like the blue. I don't actually like the blue. It goes out of the theme of it, I guess.
What's this, Jezia?
Oh, that is a nice mug set. That's that weapon thing that you killed.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
The World Defiler's... excuse me. The World Defiler's Curus. The World Defiler's...
Oh, so it's an alternate set of armour that you can get from this thing?
Does it have to be... boy toy shorts?
Shorts. Short
Does it have to be boy toy shorts? That's my query.
I'm okay.
Does it have to be boy toy shorts? That's the problem I've got there. Alright, let's check it on the Master Race.
That's not the Master Race. What are you doing? Looks good on a dwarf.
It actually looks really good on a dwarf. I was expecting it to look absolutely awful, but it actually looks really good on a dwarf.
It suits a dwarf for the kind of like, because of the shorts.
Yeah, it does look really good on a dwarf, actually.
Put it on a male Draenei.
I think a hunter would look good in that, too.
I don't.
I do.
It's too weird for a hunter.
What do you mean it's too weird?
It needs to be like a colossal kind of like a warrior, if you will.
Alright, let's check it on the real master setup then.
Is that female dwarf? You have, haven't you? Oh, you scumbag. Anything that you put
Hey, frigid.
Look at her.
Frigid. Locked away. Keeping it real.
Spazzy's got a female dwarf, you know.
That makes a lot of
Why
sense.
did you just put it on undead? Because they can't even hold it up. But look at that. That's grim.
Go Power Rangers.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, that looks alright.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Undead are ugly, though. I hate them.
I like them.
So ugly. Put on a human male.
It starts on a human male, doesn't it?
Does it?
Oh, no, it was a night elf. Yeah. Don't look at that.
Yeah.
That looks terrible.
That's like a bad guy in Conan, mate. I don't
It does
mind
exactly look like a bad guy
Just one
in
last one.
Conan.
I need to check.
You look like an 80s action hero.
I want Sean to wear this. You know, Sean's main is a male Draenei Death Knight. Proper ponce,
Ew.
mate. Like, when he's going in a pull because he's got no sort of charge mechanic, he just minces in like, going in, guys. I'm going in.
Terrible. Terrible. Nobody rolls a
Do you know what?
male
I'll tell you
Draenei.
what, though, it's saving grace that they showed me on Raid Night the other night is a part of their dance goes perfectly as if you try to simulate bumming a werebear. Because he puts his hand forward and he's like this.
But look.
I know.
Where's
La
the...
la la la, la 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 la. Come hold my hand, won't you? Let us go through this wooded glen. Hey, look, a flower. Come to me.
It's the worst.
Let me sing you
It's
the
the
song
absolute worst, isn't it?
of my people. Come on, it's fun to run. Wait up, guys.
Oh, man. That's grim.
La, la,
You
la,
can't
la,
look at that and not
la,
like...
la, la, la. Why don't they just, you know, quit with the foreplay and make him skip?
You know what? I don't know what is the Blood Elf male run. I can't remember offhand. Because I know when it goes fast, it does that kind of...
They got to lean forward. That's
Yeah.
not bad, man, on a male blood elf. I like that.
Oh, what a surprise. You like the male Blood Elf. I'm shocked. I'm stunned.
Beautiful race. Beautiful race.
Oh, that's okay.
That's a manly run.
That is a man.
I don't like the human run. Do the human male run because it looks like they're taking strides too big. I hate it. Like, they look like they're trying to sneak, but running sneak.
Running sneak.
Oh, am I thinking of it because it's in stealth? Oh, I'm thinking of smell. No, that's fine.
That's not fine. That's a jolly run.
That's fine.
That is a jolly
a
run.
sprint, it looks like they're trying to make too big a steps than the legs can make.
That's too jolly for me. That's too jolly. Thank you, Jezia. But they do look cool.
Right, I like that.
I don't think I'd bother getting them, though.
I am.
Especially on my Mamage.
I'm sacrificing.
So how do you get
these
them? Are these
upgrades.
random drops in the world?
These are random drops in the world, but you can also get them from your hand-ins as well, because I've had 1 or 2 pieces from the hand-ins.
What hand-ins?
You know, there's 6, 7, 5 new, like, shard thing hand-ins.
No.
You know the guy who's on the...
I thought you could only buy gear. Am I missing something?
The Broken Shop.
Yeah.
Like, the same kind of gear from them that he...
Yeah, the relinquished guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 910 guy.
Yeah.
So you could... Well, it's not 910 level, is it?
Yeah.
It? Oh, okay. It's 910, the 910 guy. Yeah,
Yes.
there's no... what I was thinking then, am I missing out on little caches that might have Legos in?
Oh, right.
There's none of them, is there?
No. Oh, you might do, because it's the same sort of reveal thing. You know where you right-click it to open, like, a shoulder piece for your class?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I know the relic thing is amazing. It's so good, because you can buy individual
I know.
relics.
I did that today as well.
So good. I refuse to use it, though, on the characters that haven't done the Mage Towers yet. Because I need to do it in my 7.3 setup as best I can. So, I don't want to outgear any of them. And so, doing that would easily demolish the purpose
I
of doing
wanted
it.
to see them increased in difficulty. Purely because I want them to be a challenging reward.
Yeah, but they're already way too hard for plenty of players. They already are. They are. They're already way too hard for plenty of players.
I'm not saying that I'm bottom of the barrel, but if I can do werebear on a pretty mediocre-ish to good gear druid... My druid was 912 when I did werebear. And I did that in... I think it was in total, because I looked at my foods that I did it in 61 tries. And I got it. So if I can do that before it gets gear out of hand, then I think that they should stay with it.
I'm happy
It's
with
basic.
getting it when it's appropriate. And if you outgear it to get it towards later in the expansion, I think that's fine. I've no issue with that.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Like
This whole thing again, it is full circle.
Oh no! If you're really bad at the game, you're not doing the tank it challenge in 950 gear. You're not doing it.
Tough. You know what else you're not doing? Mythic raiding.
Good.
So,
Good.
but here's the
Stay
thing.
away, folks.
So at the end of the
Stay away.
expansion, should the last raid in the expansion, as it comes to the end of the expansion, be really nerfed down so everyone can do it?
They do every time. That
Not
always
so,
happens.
not so everyone can do it.
Well, just so everybody can finish
That's
it.
why we've got LFR, mate.
Well, that sounds weird now.
They should have
LFR is really
LFR
weird now.
mage towers, which is basically, do you know which is your attack?
I think they're
button?
going to go do something like that. I think that's
better
going to
not
happen.
do.
I'm really interested to see
No
what they
way.
do next time.
No.
Yeah, because they're trying, right? They're trying to find a way to get people accelerated up. And they tried it with the Proving Grounds, which clearly did not work.
What is the Proving Grounds?
The Mr. Pandaria Proving Grounds, where you...
I
remind me, could you not queue for a random heroic until you'd done silver? But it didn't work, did it?
Well, I didn't know that. That's weird.
Yeah, you had to get... I believe, if I remember right, it was a few years ago now, but in Mr. Pandaria, you could not queue for random heroics until you did silver. It was WOD? Yeah. In WOD? What was the one in MOP then? Because they came in MOP. Because it was in Zuen's Palace.
I don't know.
What was the MOP one?
So we just said the mage towers are an elitist proving ground. Do you know what that sounds like?
Well, they don't lock you out or
A
anything.
salty motherfucker who just can't do his mage tower.
I don't think it's a proving ground. It doesn't require you to do anything. Oh, it was a draw. It was in MOP as well. So MOP one was for fun. Okay, that's fine. But they've tried. It didn't work, obviously. It just didn't work. I wonder, you know what? These are the things. We want to know the numbers, don't we? How many people couldn't do it and therefore quit the game because they couldn't do random heroics and stuff? Because it's easy, like, oh, I could always get random heroic. Well, yeah, but you're only pulling from the pool of people who've done the Proving Grounds, right? But how many people couldn't do it? They kept some people. But we're guessing, aren't we, Gale Forcer? We're guessing. We don't know the numbers.
I'd love to see the numbers. What, the mage tower numbers?
No, the Proving Ground numbers, because
right,
they removed it. So did they remove it because everybody just smashed through it and it was no big deal?
Proving grounds are still in it.
Yeah, they're still in it, but they're not required.
They're not
anything
required.
now. Yeah, they're not required for anything now. They used to be a requirement.
People
before
were
you could join.
whining on the forums about getting silver in the proving ground.
I did, like, no joke. And people, you can check. I don't know if it's still in my Twitter history, but a lot of people used to contact me saying, I can't do the Proving Grounds on X character. And what I would do is do the Proving Ground, and then not upload it to the channel. Well, upload it to the channel, but privately, and then send them the Twitter link of how I did it. Let me see if I can search it. I need to search our channel. How do we do that? Oh my god, look at the state of this, dude. YouTube is now so far and away the worst source of revenue for us.
It's fucked up, isn't it?
It's so sad. We're just, I mean, it's pretty screwed at this point. I can't believe how low that revenue is. That is just the saddest. And that hasn't been that low since, I think, 2017.
The Twitch clips, even though I left a faux pas in the first
Twitch
swear
clips.
word.
Oh,
mate.
Drama's gone now, actually. Yeah, Drama's down.
Oh, bastard.
Drama's dead.
I don't get it.
No, neither do I. That's me doing all the golds.
Are you the guides for the proving grounds?
Yeah. Because people couldn't do it. I know that's... people couldn't do it. I think I called them for the name of the person, I think. Yeah, I can't find it. Bummer. Yeah, but I did some of them drunk. I know that. I know sometimes I was drunk and did it. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about it later, but generally speaking, yeah, YouTube is dead. It's so dead.
You know
It's
that
fucking
video
sad.
at the top, that the PG show is now live?
Yeah.
Has that got any audio on it?
No, it's just the splash screen.
So how is that not available for monetization? Not suitable for all advertisers?
Oh my god, yeah.
Right? How has that been flagged? Is it because it's got the word sweet?
Holy cat, I mean, how?
Look at that at the top.
Guys, look at this.
That is a splash screen that just basically
The
alerts
splash
to
screen
YouTube's.
for this show has been flagged.
Open it up, just to show them what it is.
How is this? What is this? That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's literally all it is. Nothing happens. But it's not auto-flagged, because other things... There's not even a comment. I just can't believe what's happening to us. What does it say here? Limited on no ads due to content as not suitable for all advertisers. I mean, what does that mean? The PG show is live now. That sweet 7.3 goodness or and question mark. What is offensive or a problem with there?
I don't get it.
I just do not understand. But the Twitch clips is fine. Nobody knows it's out though. 12,000 views. Like, we know that subs are contacting us saying they're not getting to see the videos. Brewing time down. You can see just none of our videos. Like, the disc plug made it. I don't know. It's a blacklist of what? Because it's clearly not blacklisting WoW videos. Because there are WoW videos here that aren't being flagged.
Apparently, I mean, I can't say for sure because I've not seen it, but a couple of people have said that Swifty made a video saying, for sure, that anything WoW related is getting demonetized.
But that's not true. We can see here that is not true.
I know it's not, but what a stupid thing to say.
Like, if you look here, all these WoW videos are fine. Every single one of these is a WoW video. Every single one of them is fine. But
yeah, the YouTube moderators can't do mage towers.
How the hell is that not suitable for advertising? It hasn't even got adverts on because it's just the update for this. I don't put an advert in front of a 1 minute video to say we're live. I've switched advertising off for that video. Yeah, that's not true. But are you, Noble, out of interest, are you anywhere close to this situation? Like, every video we post pretty much is just instantly locked down. And we don't know why. Like, that's the situation. That is being flagged. I don't understand it.
It's so weird.
We've challenged most of them, but they stay demonetized. Like, the only one I think we had reversed was the Holy Priest Guide.
That was weird, that wasn't it?
Yeah, because we couldn't figure out, again, what is the problem. Video too short. No, it's not repeated content because it doesn't let you upload the same video again. It detects it. So we have to delete the other ones.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's going to kill us. There's no doubt about it. It's going to kill us. Oh well. I'm going to remove drama tomorrow and see what happens. Curse say it's not our channel. Curse say it's not our channel. So, I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Priests are maybe religious. And this is the point. The saddest thing about this whole situation is we are guessing. We are flat out guessing at what the problem is. Because we can't figure it out. And there is no logical reason to any of it. Like, if it was a video full of swearing, it should have been pretty much every video we ever made instantly. Right? We could talk about it that way. If it was a swearing, cursing problem, it should have been everything we'd ever made. It's not. If it was a World of Warcraft thing, it should have been every WoW video, it should have been everything. It's not. But things like that preview of a floating space screen, I wonder if it's the word preach. Religious?
Maybe.
Could it be the word preach? No, because that's in every video as well. I mean, every video is tagged preach.
Is that the floating thing that's in the top corner? Does it say the word preach there?
Yeah.
Then it's crazy that algorithm...
PG?
No, it's not PG. It won't be PG. PG's not going to do it, but the fact that the algorithm would have detected the word preach in there, and that being the only other word... It should have
done every video.
But does it say preach in
all our descriptions have preaching, so people go preach rogue or preach whatever. Yeah, they all that they're auto tagged as every video is auto tagged as preach.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. Like, all these videos should have been flagged. Shouldn't they? I just don't get it. But we're losing thousands a month. I mean, we've lost like over $2,500 a month so far.
It's a little crazy.
Laugh away the pain. Laughing away. Laughing away. I want an answer, YouTube. I want an answer as to how. I want somebody at YouTube to explain to me how a splash screen saying a stream has gone live that's a minute long is unsuitable for advertisers that had no adverts on it in the first place. Right? What? Tell me. Oh, on the Patreon note, hey, I love you guys for supporting us on Patreon because this is real, right? This is no joke. This is happening to us every minute of every day. But please don't sign up to Patreon if you haven't got any money. I appreciate the generosity, but I think that might cause you bank stuff. We had 30% declined, right? We had 30% of our Patreons who would decline because they didn't have any money. Please don't do that. I appreciate the generosity and the effort, but don't do that. Don't do that because I think I'm causing you financial problems. I don't need that in my life right now. I really don't need that in my life right now. On another note, though, I knew Baited was fun. Wasn't it?
Was for me.
Was for you. You got to do something really interesting. I was kind of jealous about what you actually got to do. Yeah. It was really interesting that you got to do. So we've got to do one last bit of filming for that, haven't we? And then we got to... The guy has to approve it. This is the first video we filmed where it has to go for pre-approval from the guy. Which should be really fun. And that should be out next week, though. Yeah. I think, hopefully, depending on the guy, because we've just got to send in the YouTube video. We're going to upload it to the channel. Send it to the guy who owns the place. Because he's really worried that we're going to spoil it. But I think you've done a good job, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of it that you will not be able to see, and I've actually annotated that in the video to say that to preserve what's happening.
The nature of what we did, we're not allowed to reveal some of the secrets of what happens because it would be bad for him. So there you go. There we go. So other than that, pretty good. All right. So getting back to Argus, I wanted to talk about flying controversy because you actually brought this up beforehand. I'm changing my mind. Like, Argus is annoying to get around.
Oh, absolutely.
Already it's annoying me. Because the daily quests are all multi-leveled, and I'm just getting irritated doing that.
No, I'm with you.
I'm changing my mind.
That terrain is bollocks.
Yeah, the terrain is not nice in some occasions to run around and get to places.
And what else is a good point that you brought up is the fact that we're not getting the Argus variant of the whistle, so you're revered, where by that point you're almost fucking done. So what's the point?
I care because it's making something that I want to enjoy a bit of a chore. That's why I'm bringing it up. It's just becoming a bit of a chore, that's all. And like it's already, if it's a chore a weekend and it does feel like a chore at this point, then it's kind of just getting on my nerves. It makes me not want to go because I just can't be bothered running around all the place and then running back. Because you don't have the flight whistle. So you've got to run around all the place, then run back. And then take the portal to the other island to then run around and kind of go up and down. Yeah, I've learned most of the terrain. It's not a big deal. You're not wrong. It's not a big deal. It just feels like a hassle. And I don't want daily quests to feel like, especially for a not that interesting rep grind, because it's not that interesting. It's not a, like, at least Legion Fall rep, when we were doing all the turn-ins, there was chances of legendaries and stuff. I was okay with that rep grind, to be honest. I thought it was fine.
I don't like those terrains, though, where you go down one path because you think it's the right path, but it turns into be a dead end. Then you've got to make a massive detour, go back around, realise that it's on a different level of the map. You're going through, you're pulling mobs there, dazing you, pulling you off your mount. Because the maps, you'll see a bridge, okay? You'll see a bridge between the two, like a dividing line, like a crateral line on the floor. So you'll go towards it, but then you realise that this bridge is an elevated bridge. So you've got to go now round,
it's happened to me a couple
back,
times.
all the way around, up, just to get across the bridge to the area you're going. And I hate that.
Well, that will disappear once you learn the terrain. It's just a bit of a hassle for something that's
pain in the ass.
Kind of just it's like it's because it's just a part of your daily routine. You kind of want it to be as painless as possible. And it does feel a little.
I like that.
It feels a
little. Val said, and I don't agree with Val a lot.
Grapple hooks? Yeah, that'd be great.
Here's the
grappling
thing.
hooks would be fine.
Not like the Valajar kind of grappling hooks, but like a rogue grappling hook to get you up and down terrain.
What do you think of that? Feel this knot from yesterday. Push.
That's a gun in there, son. Is the safety on?
I saw that, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like that. The fact that, I mean, we've got spaceships for fuck's sake, so I can then not kick you out with like a grappling hook on this rocky terrain.
Thematically, it makes sense. Grappling hook would be fine for me.
Right? How cool would that be? Because that would alleviate this annoyance of having
it's just a pain. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be a pain.
I love that. In fact, you know what? Put it in game because that's something that everyone benefits from. You've took the wrong way. You don't have to make that 5-minute detour back. Your grappling line up, it might take you 1 or 2 uses of this cooldown, but you'll eventually get up.
But yeah, we are getting a flight whistle, but I think it is revered, right? It is revered, so it's when we're going to be towards the end of what we're doing to get it done. So
It is on rogues. Bramus, I said that. I prerequisited the comment with that.
We need jetpacks. Jetpacks would be fun as well. That would be cool.
That would be. It's space.
Jetpacks
right?
would be cool.
Like
Anything
the
like that would be
ICC
nice.
ship event.
Well, no, like we had jetpacks. Yeah, well, that one. Yeah, I was thinking of the Jumpertron World Quest where you had to jump up the mountain.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. There's lots of solutions for it. Because this feels like, let's realistically look at it objectively. Is it a huge deal? No, but it is a bit of a pain. But compare it to every other World Quest thing we've done since Legion started. This is the worst one, right? We had the flight whistle for all of the game up until Broken Shore, and then we got flying. So we went from the flight whistle, which was fine. I was more than happy with the flight whistle and have been since Legion came out. And then we had flying, which made it even faster. And now we've got back to a time that was less convenient than it was before Legion started, right? That's where we're at now. And that's why it feels to me like, this is a bit of a bummer. It's a bit of a hassle to...
I'm obsessed now with like my 40-foot wings on this grappling hook idea. Because I think that...
I think I'm really onto something here.
I know. In fairness... I'm not just blowing my own horn, even though I should. It's a well good idea. I mean, if you do it on something like a 10-second coolie, you can't use it in combat. You can't use it in combat, but the fact that you like throw it up on a rock, it'll put you to a safe area. Just wait for it. But it doesn't not like a rogue where it's down and you're straight over. It's like you fire it up and it's like a Batman zip line kind of thing.
I'd be fine. Yeah, like Hoggy said, I think I'd be fine with Honoured. I think I'd be fine with Honoured for the flight whistle to come back. Just to get back and just get going again. I just want to get it out of the way because it's 75 rep a time. It's not exciting. 84 million. Why didn't they take this opportunity to squash the artifact numbers, considering everybody gets automatically put to 41? Why didn't they seize the opportunity to reset the artifact numbers? Because they're so ridiculous now.
Do you not like your 16 million% increased artifacts?
Why didn't they seize it by the nuts and say, right, we're automatically going to move everybody up to 41. Let's reset it back to not ridiculous numbers.
Yeah.
Why? Why not take that chance now? Now we're in just the billions and billions of artifact numbers. They're really dumb, aren't they? They're so stupid at this point. It would have made so much sense to have gone, well, if we're going to move everybody back up, let's just reset it down to a normal number so it's not absolutely absurd. I like the trillions of AP. Ridiculous numbers are entertaining. Apparently...
They're not.
Well, it used to be. People got really upset when the millions of DPS were going away. As luck would have it, came straight back. Crisp. Big numbers are good. It feels good, right? Big numbers! Look at the size of it. Isn't it big?
I'm going to do this. Do you know what it's come to the point of, though? As being a snob, it's like if I see a world quest that's like, I think there's something like 100 million AP, 80 million, 60 million. If I see one that's 60 million AP...
Oh, not even worth getting out of bed.
Not even moving over
I
there,
don't even get out of bed for 60 million
Not
AP.
even... 60 million? What am I, a chump?
I mean, take your peasant AP, green,
stuff it up your ass.
Green, op it, yeah?
You know what I will do? You know what I will do? I'm going to wait until all this, like... In fact, the artifact knowledge, is that already incrementally increasing?
It's
now?
automatic.
Passively?
Like, it just passively
Then
does
I'm
it
waiting.
now.
I'm not even grinding that shit until I get, like, the max level. Then I might do 1 or 2.
I think I wanted concordance on something and it was 4 points away, or 3 points away, and I just did the world quest and did it. I was like, I did it. If you were here, I was like, I'm just going to grab concordance real quick. For the Outlaw Challenge, because my road was so badly geared for the Outlaw Challenge.
I did the same thing on my Blood DK today as well.
Oh,
like, he's like 2 points away from it. And I did Argas and I did a couple of the world bosses for the extra crystals and shit. And then I went and did 2 sets of emissaries in the world and just got those like last level and concordance as well for the next mage challenge.
Wait, I'm saying billions now. I'm in the billions on my mage. Like, oh, do you mean like actually on the map? Oh, there's only 10 billion AP on the map? Ain't even bothering me.
What's the point?
I mean, what's 10 billion AP? What do I look like? Poor.
Might get
I
me
look
half
poor,
a
mate.
point.
I've got shoes, you know. No vulging. Get out of my face, mate.
I know.
Get out of fight.
I've got decent teeth.
I've got decent teeth. Mythic raiding. When is you going to get it? I think it's a while off actually until the new raid comes out.
I can't wait for the new armor sets.
It's at least like half a season because they've just reset them a plus. Did you see how pissed people were about my plus?
No.
Because people who did a 10 got an 835 item. Game breaking.
No, it's not.
You're right, Andy. No, it's not.
I'm going to tell you why.
But I read some threads across the internet that were losing their goddamn mind of this welfare system for this 1 week that people got a decent item that they might not be able to wear in one slot. Just ruined the game. Oh, broken. It was crazy, right? Yeah, you think November? I think it's going to be coming up to Christmas for sure. No, it doesn't, Julie. I was just reading it. I was like, this is disgraceful.
Let's say this. I did it on 8 of my characters, a plus 10, right?
Pleasant.
Please.
Didn't do 12. What are you? Casual.
I haven't got 12 characters.
Wow, poor insect.
That's not insect. That's not insect.
Right.
You need to get this right. My girl do this. They're fucking idiots as well. But what I was saying is, out of those 8 characters that got this upgrade, I only used the item that I got from it on 2. And one of them was a relic.
I got 10 out of 12. I got 10 out of 12 that were useful.
What upgrades?
Yeah, 10 out of 12. I did all right this time around. They weren't all the best upgrades by any means, but I got 10 out of 12 that was worth getting. So it was pretty good.
You not got my Street Fighter font?
No? Why would I have your Street Fighter font? I mean, you've got to ask yourself some questions.
You make me sick.
Don't make you sick. But yeah, I didn't... I got a 10 out of 12, which was okay. You know what I'm genuinely salty about? And who's with me?
Speaking of salty, oh fuck you, Andy, no heals for you. What are you going to heal me from? The bench? Yeah, see how that backfired for him?
Can't target me if I'm not in the raid. Yeah. Boom. I'll tell you what I am super salty about.
What?
I never got 100k nether shards. And now it's not worth doing.
Hey.
I know, and I did it for
Here's
months.
Can I just
12 times every 3 days.
Can I just reference a great man who says, you know, I might work, you know, and play in the mud. But I certainly like to float amongst the stars, mate. With my 10,000 nether shards. Was it 10,000?
100,000.
My 100,000.
And everybody in my chat, every week going, just got mine. Just got mine. Just got mine.
Don't worry about it, mate.
I do worry about it. And you know why? Because I deserved it. I deserved it. I don't say that often. I don't say it often. But I did absolutely deserve
what
that.
What have you done on your mage at the bottom there?
Nothing. I'll fix it. Don't worry. It's very hard to navigate here, Andy. You haven't put it in an orderly fashion.
Do you want to bet? Do you want to close up them boxes? Do you want all of them?
No, because I want to do this. See, this is very tricky.
It's easy. In fact, they're even all colour-coded.
Outrageous.
Dude, this is pristine
I'm trying to prepare this.
layering.
I'm trying to prepare this for the stream without drawing attention to it, but you've drawn so much attention to it.
It's beautiful.
It's sad.
They're even labelled by class, man.
I got a streak of ones. I've had more ones than anybody who ever existed, man. I am the one here. And you know who's to blame for it? Beorius.
Absolutely.
I don't often call people out. You know what I'm like. I'm quite passive on this situation.
So I need anti-streamer privilege. Hey, that was good though. The 2 games where I did a kind of box opening at the start of those, I said, like for Overwatch, I want the Reaper skin. Got the Reaper skin. And for Hearthstone, I want Uther. Got Uther.
Did it work?
My streamer privilege is top shelf.
Top shelf.
It's top shelf. It's black label.
There's 7 left. Bummer. I was just trying to work out because people are asking which mage towers have we got left to do. There's 7 left. Because one of them is just awful. Absolutely awful. Okay, so here it is. This is what it looks like right now. That's what we've got left. Everything else is done, but those are what we've got left. Now, I've got to say, you know what the most useless thing is? Which one is awful? The Affliction Warlock. The Affliction Warlock is just the worst thing ever. Like, it's just the stupidest challenge ever. It's so bad. Yeah, that's 7 left to go. What did I just say? I said like 3 minutes ago, there's 7, not 6. And then you're calling me out.
You've deleted the eye from skins as well.
What? I didn't.
It said skins.
Do you think I went into that and deleted that?
By accident, yes.
You think that's what happened?
I will open it on mine and see
You can open it on yours. I guarantee I did not go in and change it to skins individually. Yeah, the Affliction one is running in circles and hoping Reap Soul will proc, from what I can gather. From doing it, I had like 5 or 6 goes at it, and I was just like, is this really what I need to do?
What, you don't have the ring?
I do not have the ring.
Loser,
I do
man.
not have the ring. But I did get the teleport pants to drop. So I think I can probably do it with my teleport pants. Yeah? I've got my teleport pants. Sub is spelled wrong. What did you put there? Where is it? Subtilty.
That one was me.
Subtilty. But okay, I did want to bring this up because people ask about it all the time. Look, every time you ask somebody about the Mage Towers, you're going to get 1 out of 2 completely useless answers. They're either going to tell you that it was really easy while simultaneously having like a really good gear setup for it, and therefore their opinion is invalid. Or they're going to say it's really, really hard, and most of them are somewhere in the middle. Most of them are somewhere in the middle.
There's some that are definitely 100% easier than others.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there are some crazy ones, easy ones. But I had
not even by a close amount though.
No, I sat down to do. I had 20 minutes before Emma was due to stream on Friday, and the Mage Tower I think had an hour left. Someone could confirm it or something like that. So I thought, cool, I'll go and smash out some of the Hunter ones before this runs out, because everyone's banged on about how easy they were. Yeah, like Ripstyle's saying BM's a joke. It's not that much of a joke. It really isn't. I had 2 goes at it, so I'll be fair. I had 2 goes at it. In which case, I was just figuring out the best way of stopping the blast. But I can imagine, like, it is impossible to fail that if you had, say, Priders or the Roots of Shaldrasil or whatever it's called, or the healing one. But other than that, you get whittled down constantly, and you have to use, like, Aspects of the Turtle and Exhilaration to just keep topping your health up, because your health is constantly being ticked down constantly. And it's really irritating, because sometimes I've been stood there going, like, what are you supposed to do here? Because you're just constantly getting, like, battered down. And you only have 2 major ways of healing, and they're on big cooldowns. And it just kept whittling me, and I was like, certainly if you make any mistake, if you get stunned or something, there's just no recovery.
Is that
from
BM?
that. Yeah, I mean, it's still the very easy. It's the worst one. It's that high mountain challenge. It's so boring. Oh my god, it's so boring.
The worm?
Yeah, the worm that chases you around. It's so boring.
Windwalker.
Oh, it's a joke.
Windwalker and Unholy.
And Dis.
I've not done this yet.
Unholy gets Agatha.
Unholy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Windwalker and Unholy are by a country mile the easiest ones that I've done so far. The easiest ones. Because, in fact, do you know what? I'm going to say it as well. Feral at this point. Because that damage increase...
Yeah, I didn't do it before the 7.3 changes.
I didn't. As soon as your bleeds are up on Agatha, you are just completely 100% ad management, because those bleeds will kill her shield and kill her. Everything else is ad management on her. As soon as them bleeds are up, it's ridiculously easy now.
How did I find it on Destro? Extremely simple. It just healed me up. Like, it just couldn't do anything to me, like on Destro. I even killed the worm with it having like 7 stacks left, because I didn't even bother kiting it through the... kiting it through the pillars. In fact, did I interrupt Earthquake because I just couldn't be bothered? No, I did that on Dis. On Dis, I interrupted Earthquake because I just couldn't be asked and just I just left it there. But yeah, Dis. I think I casted Drain Life once on Destro just in case I died at some point, and I just didn't want to risk it. But okay, so do you want me to run through what I found easiest to hardest? Now, bear in mind, the only one I'm not going to mention is my Mage, because annoys me so much that it's really hard in the community to translate. There's a massive difference between high item level and optimized high item level. Like, it's a world of difference. It's all good saying, I'm 915, I'm 920, I'm 930. But having 930 of just stuff that got you to 930 and having 930 of stuff that's really good for that spec is an enormous difference. So I'm not going to comment on Mage, because that guy was optimized. Like, he had the perfect gear for each of those 3 specs, and that makes it ridiculously easy. So, Blood. Blood is middle of the pack hard. Frost. You've done Frost. What do we rate Frost?
I'd say Phase 1 on the transition phase is the only thing that should cause you panic. The annoyance, though, is when you get the ice shards if you're mistargeting. If you've not got a
that was what I had the problem with. Is I had to play almost first person on the Frost one because I kept tabbing to an ice shard that was behind me or something.
The time that I did it on that is I used the Scythe ability, and I
never used Frost.
I had Killing Machine proc, which basically when you cleave does 4 times the damage. So I'd wait for that, and as soon as they come up, I'd save that crit for just cleaving them down and getting out.
Oh, that makes sense. For my Frost one, I just stayed in the shards and just killed them all while healing myself up with Death Striking, yeah. Unholy, we both found very simple.
Yeah.
Havoc, I found very simple as well. Vengeance, equal as Blood. It's about middle of the tier, but you can't get knocked off. It's certainly one of the easier tank challenges I'd go for. If you've got a Vengeance Demon Hunter, you'll have a decent time. Balance, anybody who's seen the video will know that I one-shot it.
Which
and
one
didn't
is it on Balance?
It's the twins.
That's the only one that I've not
I
seen.
didn't even realise what was going on and it died. That's
Really?
what happened. On my balance challenge,
Holy
I didn't even
shit.
know what was happening and it died. Feral was like 7-shot, although I should have killed it on the second go. I think I got it to like 6% on the first try, and then it screwed up. Guardian is one of the harder ones, for sure, depending on loofers or not. I don't know what it's like with loofers, but I imagine it's incredibly simple.
I can't even imagine what that's like with loofers.
Resto Druid's tough. All the healing challenges are pretty tough besides this, so just bear in mind that all the healing challenges are about equal in difficulty, but they're pretty tough. You to manage phase 1 and phase 5 specifically. If you don't know, the healing challenge is 7 phases. Phase 1 and phase 5 are tough for most of the classes, really tough, and it's a very long challenge. Haven't done the Hunter ones yet. Mage I'm not commenting on. Brewmaster was harder than Guardian, I would put it for me. Or was it? No, it took about 30 goes, so it was slightly easier than Guardian, but harder than Blood, is where I'd rate Brewmaster. Mistweaver, one of the easier healing challenges for me, because Vivifying phase 5 just auto heals the things without any cooldowns. Like, a big part of the healing challenges is managing cooldowns for phase 5, but for the Monk, it's not an issue at all. Phase 1's the most difficult part, and if you can manage some CC and you've got Paralyze and you've got Leg Sweep, I found that really simple. Windwalker's one of the joke ones, anyone can do that. Holy, reasonably tough. I forgot that I had Bubble for some reason, which when I remembered I was like, oh, I can Bubble. Like, there's no punishment for doing that. Made it much easier to soak Mana Sting, which does incredible damage. But Holy was alright. You have Repentance to CC in phase 1, which makes things really easy. And you can use Lay on Hands and massive Flash of Light heals in the phase 5, which makes it okay. Prot Pally is easily the hardest I've ever done. That is easily the most difficult.
Is that damage, though? Damage output?
Yeah, you have to be furious playing that challenge. You have to, unless you've got like the Lego legs. I think where Avengers Shield does way more damage and hits like 5 targets. I can't imagine what it's like with that. That must be so much easier.
Is it like the loofers?
I don't think it's as powerful as the loofers, but it would make your like most like 90% of your damage is on the boss is coming from Avengers Shield.
I've got something because that's the Paladin's the next one that I'm going to do on the Mage Tower. The only one that I've got in prot though is the belt that increases.
I had 0 prot legendaries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had 0 prot
legendaries. Do you remember?
9, 15, 14, something like that.
Nice. That's a good number.
Ret was a joke. Discipline's a joke. Holy was really good because you can use Apotheosis in the last phase. That made it much, much simpler. But I think I struggled phase 1 with Holy. Phase 1's really tough as a Holy Priest. So for me, if you can get past phase 1 of the Holy Priest, you can do the last phase, which isn't a problem. Shadow, once again, a lot of people struggle with Shadow, so I don't want to undermine them because I had Bis Legos. I had the belt and I had Cephas. I one-shot it, I think. And again, didn't know how it died. Like, I just had dots rolling. I was planning to... I mean, the video is out there where I'm talking about what I'm going to do next as it dies. So, and then it just fell over. And it was like, you've finished. I was like, okay. Assassination. This is a crock of shit. Assassination's a joke.
What do you mean?
It's so easy. Like, I couldn't believe it. You can cloak the Valkyrie. What is that?
But you can blind her every phase as well.
Yeah, you can blind her every time she does Blood of the Thing. I literally AoE'd this down. I stood with all 3 of them attacking me, just fanning and rupturing them all, and poison bombs just burying them to the floor. It was a total crock. Outlaw was really tough, so Outlaw took me all afternoon.
Pain in the ass. Did you do it with Slice and Dice?
I did it with Slice and Dice. Yeah, I did it with Slice and Dice. But Outlaw was a pain in the ass. But I want to point out there, my rogue had the shoulders, which was a good Lego, a sub Lego, and the worst stats ever. The worst stats ever. It was absolutely terrible. Sub Tilty was about halfway hard.
Spell it right for me and say it. Tonight, press T. Just press T.
T.
Press T to go into text. Click on it.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh God. Is this auto? I don't have your font or something. Why can't I do it?
You should have my
There you
phone.
go. Subtilty was about halfway hard. I actually did something amazing. I'm looking forward to the video coming out on that. So I had a bad pull in phase 2 of Sub, and what happened is the boss berserked on me, so I evasioned the berserk. And as my evasion was running out, he had 1% left. So I vanish ambushed as my evasion ran. That seemed to trick the boss into not knowing what to do because he couldn't melee me for that moment, and he tried to cast ads on me. So my boss kill of subtlety is done while he's in berserk, doing no damage to me because he's channeling a non-damaging spell on me while he's berserked, which is a really cool video. So I'm looking that one should come out tomorrow, I hope. Shaman Elemental. One of the easiest ones for me. You just chain lightning everything down. It's Agatha. So you just chain lightning the ads down all the time and it just melted down. Enhancement is the same one as Assassination and Ret. It's really silly. It goes down. Resto is the easier of the healing challenges. Restoration Shaman for me. You've got a lot of cooldowns and Resto does more healing the lower health the targets are. Which means Phase 5 is so much easier for a Resto Shaman. Like you can one heal... Like, a Riptide healing surge on the ads in the last phase gives them, like, full HP. And that's so much easier. How do you do the enhancement one? I figured the actual best way of doing enhancement is I didn't really try and be tricky. Is I waited till she started casting Blood of the... Whatever it's called, Blood of the Earth, the Mother or whatever. And that's when I just casted Hex on her. I just hexed her as she was casting it and just carried on just DPSing away. Basically AoE'd them down. Demonology... I've got to say, I hadn't played Demonology barely at all when I did the Demonology challenge, and it was just a case of keeping Doom on everything. Was there anything difficult?
Which one is it?
It's, again, it's Sigrun. Like, Demonology is, you Mortal Coil her when she's doing the blood thingy. When she's trying to turn into a demon, you just press Mortal Coil. No. And I think you can fear the guy who's enraged. Or, in fact, he can't kill you anyway, because you're a Warlock. So he's, like, enraged and batting at you, and you're just like...
Come at me, son.
Yeah, all you do on that one is save Thalkiel's for when that guy puts his shield up. If you've got Thalkiel's up, it just dies. Nice. Destro, again, I couldn't feel like I'd die. I haven't done the warrior ones. So, for the ones that are the easiest, I found, and again, it's really subjective. Everybody you ask about this, somebody will find it really hard. I found the easier healer ones to do were Resto and Monk. The easiest DPS ones are anything with Sigrun in. So, Assassination, Enhancement, Ret, Demonology. I'm going to throw Windwalker in there, although it's a different challenge. Windwalker is very simple.
Unholy.
Unholy I found very easy. Feral Druid we both found very simple. Balance I found very easy. Shadow I found very easy. But again, I had Bis Legos for Shadow, so that's probably going to wonk that completely. Havoc. The most difficult ones, Guardian, Protection Paladin, Resto Druid I found really hard, but again, that was when I was learning the challenge, so that probably played a big part into that, to be honest. Holy Priest is reasonably tough. I think that was the toughest ones, and everything else falls somewhere in the middle, I would say. I would say everything else falls somewhere in the middle, but those four are definitely the hardest so far. And Affliction, I don't know, I've only had 4 goes at Affliction. If I can figure out Phase 1, I think I'm done with it. I think it'll just die if I can figure out Phase 1. But I could not figure out Phase 1. I could not figure it out. I'd love to show you the footage, actually, of what Phase 1 looks like, if you've not seen anybody actually progressing.
Is this the twins?
It is the twins.
I've not seen the twins.
Yeah, the problem is, a lot of the videos that you actually see of these challenges are actually of people who have done it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've already done the challenge. Oh yeah, this is the video. I can't actually bring this up, can I? Hold on. Which one is it?
You can bring it on your screen.
Yeah, I can. If you give me 2 seconds, guys, I'll sort this out for you so you can get an idea of what we're talking about.
Just bring it on that screen. Oh, it's on a different computer,
that's a different PC, yeah, so we can't.
Shit.
I've got a way around this. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I didn't try, as Cloggy's pointed out, is I didn't Bloodlust Phase 1. Now, based on what I know of the fight and how it plays out, I might just Bloodlust Phase 1 and call that a day. That might be what I do.
You can do the rest comfortably.
I think so. I think so. But I'd be guessing at best. So we'll hope. We'll hope and pray to see if we can sort that out. But yeah, the base towers have been very satisfying. I've had some of my best moments in Legion from doing the main challenges. That's been a very, very enjoyable experience for sure. So I'm glad I've done it. So this is what my Phase 1 looked like. That was Demonology. I'm going to have to show you my whoosh becoming here. So there's a lot of RP. I don't know. I've just randomly clicked. I only did like 4 pulls on this. I have no idea which pull this is. This might be one where I do really well. It might be one where I do really badly. I know I ended up getting to... I'm not sure when this guy's supposed to transition, but I got it to like 30% and he still hadn't transitioned at one point. So I'm not sure when he's supposed to go. So I'm looking very serious, aren't I, Andy? I was just dotting him up, getting started. This is one of the first ones. So you can see you use your Doom Guard to cripple him, which slows him down. Then Mortal Coil him, and kind of hope Mortal Coil sends him away from you. Like, sometimes Mortal Coil will run at you. And then this is when it starts, Andy.
Oh, right, okay. So you get that initial damage in.
You get some damage in, you try and get some, and then he, like, because he will one-shot you if he gets you. So and then this is when it started for me. Now, remember, I want to point out here, to be absolutely clear, I do all the challenges blind. So I was figuring this out for myself. I do not read any guides. That's part of the fun for me, is figuring it out for myself. Using the portal there to try and get some more UAs on. Didn't have Reap Soul. And coming in. Infernal does not tank it. I tried that. It would be a bit of a joke if you could tank it, but... Yeah, I got Cripple on to get some more UAs. But this is the challenge, is you're just running around constantly. But now I have the actual portal pants, so I can undo it. So then you get a Mortal Coil, a few more UAs, but he gets faster and faster as the fight goes on.
What's UA?
Unstable Affliction. So
shit, that one hit though.
Look how angry I am.
Jesus
I'm genuinely like so pissed off at this challenge. I'll show it one more. Alright, see this is why we can't talk about the Mage Towers. People are trying to spoil it for me in chat. So there we go. But yeah, that's the situation where we are right now, which is pretty good. I can't see your face. It's probably for the best. I look really, really angry. Yeah, so it's pretty
good. Yeah, for Frost. Is that the Frost challenge one?
Yeah,
you just kite him as Frost.
Yeah, there's Frost. I blew him up. I remember, but it still took me about 20 goes on the first day the challenge came out.
Oh, okay, I would have been.
Frost was the very first Mage Tower I ever did. Yeah. So I did that on like the very first day. Yeah, so some people have been asking, can you see... obviously, I have all these filmed. I did a compilation in that for the ones that I didn't think you'd find that interesting, because we found them pretty easy. And obviously, people were like, can we see them properly? So what I will do is put them into a video, but they'll be in the description. So I'll do some commentary for every single one, and then upload them for you guys. And they won't be individual videos, but we'll do that. I don't have the Vengeance footage. There are some I do not have, which is really quite sad. There are some I just do not have. I don't have Havoc or Vengeance. I don't have any of the mage ones, because they might be on Twitch somewhere. I think that's it. I think I have all the rest. Yeah, there'll be... No, I think we need to clear this up. I want to be absolutely clear on this. Everything we upload to YouTube now is essentially earning nothing. That's not changing in the near future. So we have a choice, because we talked about it, like the guides. The guides are a ridiculous amount of work for both of us. Like, for your editing stuff, and me researching and doing sims on all lower geared characters and things like that, to figure out what's best for lower geared people, triggering all the guys who do all the sims in Mythic gear. But right now, it's a colossal waste of time for us. And absolutely, because it's like a full day's work each.
For nothing.
For nothing. For absolutely nothing. So there is stuff like that at the moment is just a lower priority.
How are the TDPs doing? Are they staying monetized?
No.
Are they not? Really?
Even ones where there's no swearing. Like, I mean, you've just seen... We've seen it ourselves. We can't even upload the live stream is live now without it being flagged. So YouTube is essentially just videos we're uploading for fun. There you go. No, we're not going full-time Twitch. YouTube is still going to exist, but we talked about it on Friday. Is essentially we're going to be moving to making more bigger videos, but they're going to be Patreon first. So that's Legacies, a couple of top 5 ideas we've had, which sound really good, and things like that. That's going to be moving there to go on Patreon first, because like it or not, and I'm not trying to be a paywall, it'll still come to YouTube. It will still come to YouTube. Is we don't earn any money on YouTube now. It's as simple as that. YouTube's essentially dead. We're earning what we've got left, and it keeps going down every day. Like, what we've got left, it's going down. So that's what we're going to be doing, is making big fun videos where we're having fun and making them that way. They'll be coming out on Patreon first, and then coming to YouTube like a week later. The daily's going to stay on YouTube. It's all going to be good fun. So there's still going to be plenty of YouTube content. It's just bear in mind that we don't earn anything for it. It's not a money-making thing or anything like that, which is nice. No, we're not dropping YouTube. There's no reason to drop YouTube. It still has our discovery. It still has our presence on it. It's still a worthwhile site to be on. while we combat whatever the issue is. But our priority right now is somewhere else. Like, Twitch is vastly superior at this point to YouTube for us, as is Patreon. So we're going to be doing that. We haven't tried that, but because we don't know what's going to get flagged. Like, we could, if we uploaded our trailer to a different channel, plus we'd need to put it on a channel where it's not going to hit my eyes. So there you go. That's the situation right now. All right, so let's have a drama time based on that drama then. All right,
quick 2 minutes.
Yeah, quick 2 minutes, and then we'll have drama. Back in a minute. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday night with us. I just wanted to clear some things up. So we did notice, for those of you who are on Patreon, all the updates and stuff go on the post section. We don't email them out anymore, because then they lose visibility immediately after email. You might miss it. So they're on there. So we make post videos. Can I show it? I think so.
Oh, secrets.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Where's posts? There we go.
Shabba.
So you can see there's updates there. That was a fun video, wasn't it? That was a fun video. But we noticed like only 150 of you saw that out of the 1,000 patrons we had at the time. So yeah, so all that stuff is got there. The updates. The episodes of Baited are still up there. I love that picture. That face is just so ridiculous. I can't wait for the next one to come out. That one's going to be good. I hope it goes down well so we can do more of them without just having fun. So there you go. There you go. That's how it appears, ladies and gents. So it's in your posts. Right then.
Before we carry on.
Yes.
I just want to wish a happy birthday
to
TPP, mate.
Who's TPP?
TPP. He knows who he is in chat. He's a regular.
Okay.
He thinks that I didn't notice it earlier, but I was waiting for my window of opportunity to bless him with a happy birthday. So say happy birthday, TPP.
I want to know who it is first. I feel like I'm being scammed.
You'll probably call him something else, mate. But I like to call him TPP.
Oh, Zarathos! I did kind of made a mockery of his life yesterday.
No, don't call him Zarathos.
I call him Zara.
I don't want him by his recognised name. I want
TPP. What's that Pepe Feels birthday, man? Feels birthday, man. Happy birthday, Zara, you big love machine. Happy birthday. Right then. He knows who he is. He's my heroic bro, man. Every time I'm queued for heroic, it's like, dude, heroic me! But we don't do them anymore, though, because it's no longer relevant content.
Boom. That's elitist.
Have you seen that animation that comes up with subs? It's awesome.
What animation with subs?
I just saw it then, but
how's that chat stretched again? I've just fixed it.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? I honestly don't know, Andy.
Go on, is there another version of that background that's not Drama Webshow?
We'll try and fix it later, I suppose.
Oh, piss flaps.
Yeah. I don't know why it does it. I mean, we had it set. I mean, it's gotten really weird, hasn't it? Let me sort out. Choose the names, then you can fix it while I do the story. Yeah?
I'm not fixing it again. How dare you? Choose the names. What do we need then?
Oh, we just need one.
Okay, Fapping Walrus.
Fapping Walrus.
That you spelled it wrong.
Nah.
In fact, one thing I know, mate, is pristine spelling.
You're reading it wrong. Okay. Now, some of you may remember the history of No More Happy. He's entitled so because he was not a happy man.
Why was he not a happy man?
Because he was a very bad player and he had some very bad relationships. And it was very sad for us all. Now, No More Happy sent us an email. He's kind of infamous amongst the Drama Time regulars. Preacher! So I know I don't have a story for you. In fact, we'll save Fapping Walrus for the next one.
Okay.
But seeing as you are more knowledgeable, as is your chat, about my relationships than 99% of the people that I know, I thought I'd share with you a few pictures of where No More Happy is today. These are some pictures of my wedding.
Nice!
So you'd know that, for one, that your friend No More Happy, what he looks like, and two, that he's in a very happy and loving relationship. You have my permission to share these with the viewers, so please do.
Awesome!
My community, man, is the tits. Now, what I want to point out here... Can I open these properly? Hold on.
You gotta save them first.
Yeah, let me save these so we can get a proper picture situation.
We did it, Reddit.
Now, my community is the tits. We've got so many relationships that have just started. Now, we haven't had an actual wedding from people, Peculiar, who have met Julie throughout our shenanigans. Just saying. What uggers?
Oh, nice. He's a beaut. Is that No More Happy?
That is No More Happy.
How's he not got a bird earlier? He's tasty.
He's tasty. Alright.
But why those green shirts, though?
It's difficult because
That's why he's not had a bird, because of those colour shirts.
Alright, here's our man No More Happy. Look at this! Look at this! The Bantz picture. Now here is the comedy gold.
That's the guy out of the Thor films who's like the dwarf, kind of big dwarf guy.
I like it. You know, because he's into it as well. He's
Right.
dropping a cool face.
Yeah.
I think the only letdown here is No More Happy himself.
He doesn't like. He feels awkward. He feels awkward. Whereas our orc bro over on the right there, our dwarf bro, he's down for the bands.
Now, let's ask the important questions that No More Happy clearly expects is, in what order would we bang the bridesmaids? I'm just turning away. Going away from that one.
What?
Because you were well up for that. You were like, yeah.
Don't ask a question that you don't want the answer to.
You were well up for that then.
What are all these pictures?
I'm trying to find the next No More Happy picture. Oh, it's not finding it. Boo. Where did they save to? I saved them here. I know I did. Have I fucked this up? I think I fucked this up. Oh, man. What a disaster. From left to right, instantaneous answers. It was the only thing that I was trying to sort out. Was that. Save as. Ah, it's in pictures. There we go. I did save them properly. I knew I did.
Look at that.
Yeah, there
Right
we go.
there.
There we go. Okay. Now check the fucking love
He's a
machine.
looker, and she's very pretty.
You have done well there, No More Happy.
Yeah.
You have, I don't know, given your cool demeanour and your suave hair and that very well-groomed beard.
got a beautiful hairline.
I think they're both appropriate for each other. There's no
Right.
one shooting above the weight there.
No.
I
In
would
both
bank
sides.
in.
In both sides.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you've done well there, No More Happy, to keep it tasty. See, look how dominant I am near her. She knows. Alfred. Every minute of every day. Alfred. Yeah? Do you remember that?
Who's with that priest?
There's my wedding picture. Now that's what a real wedding picture looks like.
Spread it on.
Yeah? I just want to point out that my wedding was better. I don't want to shit on you, No More Happy. I just want you to know, for a fact, that my wedding was better. Because that's how we do it at my wedding. Why is my brother so pissed?
Because you got a shotgun pointing at his face.
But he deserved it, right?
But it's all a ruse, mate. Because
Even my wife's dad was on board, although he had no idea what was going on. I think only me and you knew what was going on.
Yes.
You think so? Only me and you
Yeah.
know what was going on
I
there.
think we might have got it, but the whole spread it on thing, yeah.
We photoshopped a shotgun in. Yeah, is it in here?
The original picture.
Yeah, it might be. What's it called? Oh yeah.
If you don't know the reference, by the way, if you just literally type into YouTube, Super Troopers, spread it on. In fact, can we show it?
Sure. What we worried about being demonetized?
Hey!
Wait. Here we go.
This is the reference. Has it got volume on it?
Yes. I'm not sure how loud it'll be.
Spread it on. Spread it on.
So we wanted to recreate that at my wedding, hence this picture.
Spread it on.
Oh, the classic black and white. Klinger noticed.
I
Want to keep an eye on that. No More Happy.
Yeah, but she's tasty.
Can't even write his name without holding him. Get off me.
She's probably moving his arm
Get
around.
off me.
Do you not know how to spell your fucking name?
Get off me. Right? Get off me. Yes.
That guy is the business.
Isn't he? He is the business end of this wedding.
Do you know who he is? Alan out of The Hangover.
It's the business end.
He
Look at
let,
him.
he let the dogs out.
What a carry. What a carry. Because I guess tell you who's not carrying this fella over here.
I'm awkward, I don't dance.
He's still got his bow tie on. What a cook. At this time of night, when the pants should be off by now. 2 seconds
Right.
after this picture, he took his pants off, this lad. Bow tie's still on. Yeah? Error. I'm just seeing errors.
There's two of them there with bow ties on as well.
Yeah, I know, but he's got some sort of goatee
He's on the
situation.
floor, he's using the suaveness of the bow tie to potentially attract a bridesmaid.
That flower is not crooked yet. Don't like it. Yeah? And he's got his rhythm going. No sweat patches.
Absolutely not.
Clean as a whistle in that situation. Handy is almost in shot. Yeah? Handy, you're not appreciating this incoming Handy. Look at this incoming Handy.
Incoming handy.
At 9 o'clock.
I said, okay, that's
An
7
incoming
o'clock, bruv.
handy.
Where's your 9 o'clock at?
What? That's 9 for me.
That's 7.
For him.
In fact, 6, 7. I'm
No,
saying 7:30.
No, look, that's 9.
Oh, from his dick's 9 o'clock.
Of course.
Ah, I thought you meant from the shop.
That is a 9 o'clock handy, because we know at this point, we're not thinking with our heads, Andy.
We're not, mate.
We're
We're
thinking-
getting a hand job on the
We're
dance
thinking
floor.
with our secondary head.
Boom.
Yeah, we've disabled.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, look at that middle finger. I don't think it's intentional.
I think it is, though. Why else would you raise a middle
I
finger
think-
spontaneously?
I think what we've got here is a cook dance.
I think, no, mate. I think he's... Do you know what? No, I'm going to go with the whole bow tie on the dance floor thing. He's suave and sophisticated. He's letting you know he's seen you taking a picture. He's not amused. Yeah? That is a go fuck yourself right there.
Go fuck yourself. God, you guys spam. Yeah, I'll sort it out later. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. No worries. Thank you, Gloria. But there you go. No more happy with the love. Congratulations, no more happy.
Yeah.
Where did you go on your anniversary, though? If I ever have any more good stories, you know I'll turn to. But in the meantime, keep up the big stuff. And we will. We will. We will. We will indeed. All right, then. Let's have a proper drama story, then.
Nice.
I think I found not that one. That would turn out to be really sad. We don't want to see that sad. The story of the scumfuck ganker. Oh, okay. Do you like the title?
I do. This is my jam on porn, by the way.
What?
Step brothers.
You into it?
Banging the sisters.
Oh, right. I thought you meant just brothers banging.
No.
I've gone down a bit of a gay route for a while. You know, just keep it fresh. I don't know why, but I'm really into dick.
It awakens something.
I'm really into dick right now.
You know, if you want to go for a bed, now I want to go and suck some dude's dick.
Okay. Obviously, this is written by a lady. Right, so we want Fapping Walrus. We need a girl.
A girl. A girl. Can the girl be Cloggy?
No. Let's
Alright
put
then.
Chloe in.
Chloe? Oh yeah, Chloe.
Chloe
Yeah, let's do
loves
Chloe. I like a bit of
Chloe
Chloe.
strikes me as a girl. Who'd
A bit
marry
of
a
Chloe in the evening, mate.
brother. Yeah, she'd marry a brother. Yeah. Let's put Cloggy in as the Shadow Priest. Because that's described as a lech.
Alright.
We need a guild name. We need a guild name.
Oh, can we make up one this time?
What kind of theme do we want?
Well, you pick a theme. The
It's-
Lannisters.
The Lannisters. Okay, we'll go with the Lannisters.
I like that.
We'll go with the Lannisters. Although I think the family whole work better. Alright then. Oh, I'm preaching Ghosty 2, maybe?
What's up, fam?
He's here. I ran across your channel a few years past, and I've always very much enjoyed Drama Time. It's my absolute favourite thing to listen to in the background while doing my world quests and daily dungeons. WoW has been a big part of my life, and it's been a thrill to go down nostalgia lane every Friday with your videos. WoW has been quite the journey for me, and I've had the pleasure to experience many things. Every time it's written by a girl and they say that, I can't help but think of sex. Every time.
What do you mean? Like,
She's experienced many things like this. So that's golden showers, gags, for sure.
Arabian goggles,
Colombian pipeline.
Colombian pineapple, well, that goes out saying.
Goes without
Tarmacking, cottaging,
The Portuguese, what was it called?
Portuguese breakfast,
The Portuguese
the
breakfast.
chili rainbow.
The chili rainbow.
Yeah, she gives out ZJs to people that can't afford them.
Okay. I've done all the PvPs, all the raids, and have been hardcore, have been casual, and have even been a moderator for an MMO champ. Though you don't need to share that with the audience if you don't want to. That's the bit you don't want to share. Don't Google it. The rusty wagon wheel. But anyway, today after admittedly a few drinks to work up my courage, the classic excuse. I was had a few drinks and suddenly anal was on the table.
Boom.
Boom, boom. I jogged my memory because alcohol helps with that. I've decided to write my submission. Here we go. And this contains a lot of awkwardness. Are you ready?
Of course it contains awkwardness. They write for MMO champ.
No, moderator. Moderator.
They might as well be the same thing.
Does MMO champ have moderators?
Apparently not, mate. Yeah?
Not from what I've seen. My story begins when I was 11, when I learned my family was about to make a big decision. We were a small family of just myself, my brother and parents, making ends meet in a poor neighbourhood in California.
Do you know that statistically, California is the only state that knows how to party.
Dickhead.
It's the only state in America
thought
that
you
is
were gonna
confirmed that knows how to party.
I thought you were going to drop some knowledge on me there.
This is knowledge.
He totally
This is
misdirected me.
knowledge.
The neighborhood we lived in was a small city east of Los Angeles, riddled with crime. To escape this life, it was decided that we are going to relocate to Utah.
Utah State, Connecticut.
Utah. Okay. Well, as is tradition, we must Google things to do in Utah. Alright, the top 10 things to do in Utah 2017. It looks like there's fuck all there. There's the 3-day National Park Tour. There's a National Park 4x4. There's Hell's Revenge 4x4. There's a rock in the middle of the desert. There's a canyon in the desert. There's an arch-shaped rock in the desert. There's a narrow rock in the desert. There's a tall rock in the desert. There's Bluff Fort Historic Site. Cove Fort. A train station.
Union Station, mate, not just a train station.
It is a train station, though.
It's Union. How dare you?
Oh, it has got an aerospace museum. I'm down for that.
Nice.
There's a museum of parks. And then there's more desert. Oh, the Arch comes up a few times, actually. The Arch must be a pretty bis location to go to.
Is this in Utah?
Oh, yeah.
This is where most of Broken Arrow was.
Well, this is why, because it's got that arch.
I'm Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. This is the Utah State Police.
Oh, I really want to go whitewater rafting. We need that unabated. You in for it?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, I'm in for it.
whitewater
We'll have to talk.
rafting.
Where could we go whitewater rafting in the UK?
Not nowhere
though?
local, mate, because I don't want to be paddling past a turd. You get me, fam? You get
We're
me?
going dildo fishing.
Yeah.
Utah doesn't look bad, actually. This arch is obviously bis, but if you get past the arch bit, we'll have to go see the arch if we ever get to Utah. The Delicate Arch is awesome. You should go to sometime. What would we expect to see at the Delicate Arch? Okay.
What would we expect to see
Alright,
at the
fine.
Delicate Arch?
If you're gonna big up the arch, we're clicking it. All right.
Do you know what you could see at the Delicate Arch?
What's the overview? A world famous natural arch. 5 out of 5 stars. Rock ledge license plates. What's this? A couple of steep parts, so wear good hiking shoes and bring plenty of water because the later it gets in the day, the hotter it gets. Incredible views, the famous arch on the license plates of Utah. Oh! The arch is on the license plates. It's the symbol of Utah. Ha! It'll rock your world. Word.
Get out.
Word.
Find out if there's any steakhouses in Utah.
You know what I love doing here?
Finding if steakhouses are in Utah.
No, finding the worst review. I love this. Oh, nobody's posted a really horrible one. Man. Where's the 1 stars, right? We want the 1 stars. Too crowded and boring. Compared to some of the other hikes we did in the Arches and Canyonlands, the Delicate Arch hike was not impressive. The arch was neat since it's freestanding, but there's way too many tourists. You could never get a picture with no one in. Short hike, so I guess it's worth, but be prepared to be overrun with people.
It's a fucking tourist attraction.
No.
What do you expect, you massive
I want to
slag?
book it out. No,
Who was
okay
that
from
fucking mint from Seattle.
We didn't take the long hike to get close to the arch, but only viewed it from the secondary location up from the parking lot.
Seeing it now.
It's alright, it's alright. We couldn't get close enough to really appreciate it, but we were not up to taking the walk to get close. Next time, though, there will be a next time. So you drove all the way to the arch
To not get out the car.
to not get out the car and walk to it. Okay.
That's women for you.
I don't think that's a woman. That's from Brooklyn. It's called NYC Guy. So I'm claiming that.
Chick with a dick.
A chick with a dick. I'm sure of it.
Telling you.
Oh, hang on.
Quesadilla Mobile?
Yeah, we can get quesadilla. You see, we're going down the rabbit hole. There's quesadillas to be had there. Anyway, I'm back in it. It was a difficult transition for me because there's no doubt some of you know Utah walks with Jesus. It's an ultra religious state. On top of that, Utah County is considered one of the most religious within the state.
The thing is, though, you get some really dirty religious girls. Yeah? They're all prim and proper, mate, and all of a sudden you're shooting a load all over her.
I kind of feel like we need to Google that.
What?
Filthy Utah girls. See what pops
Do
up.
it, but like, don't show them.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Although Utahns... It's not like aliens.
Wait a minute, is Utah a dry state?
What, prohibition?
You've just stopped me going to Utah.
Does that... No way.
Someone just said it's a dry state.
Is Utah a dry state? Liquor laws in Utah. For some reason, it is common misconception that Utah is dry.
This twatting chat, mate. Yeah?
Wow, did
This
you fall
twatting
for
chat.
the oldest chestnut in the book?
What an arsehole.
This is not true. Grocery stores and convenience stores, often gas stations too, are only allowed to... Oh, wait. He's not too far away. Are only allowed to sell low alcohol beer and no wine or liquor. So you can only buy Bud Light. Or a Coors.
I like a course.
I like a Coors Light. I could have a Coors Light. I'm alright with that. But yeah, you can't buy wine or liquor. Well, we got to preserve it's for the kids, right?
There's a lot of Mormons in Utah as well, mate.
Filthy Mormon
I know,
girls.
right? Oh, can you imagine that?
Filthy Mormon
In those like
girls.
long dresses and shit? Over a butter churner?
I guarantee there's a lot of people getting
Churning
smashed
her butter.
regularly in Utah. Oklahoma's the same. Wow. Hang on, Frump's got some information. You can from speciality dealers. So do they not have bars? Is there no bars in Utah? Can you not go to, like, the pub?
Oh, where do you watch the game?
Where do you watch the game?
Where do you watch the game?
Where do you watch them toss the old pigskin? Am I right, player?
You're right, player. We play sports.
We are very US.
Yeah.
Aren't we? We could mix in very easily. I think we could pass for Utahns. Very
Utahrians.
effectively. Hello, fellow Utah. Would you like to go and watch the old pigskin being tossed across the grassy meadow? Yes, I was born here. Although Utahns does sound like aliens there. Like Canadians, eh? Wow, cold. Have a reputation for being extremely nice. From an insider's perspective, I can tell you that it is not so black and white. As a Hispanic girl...
Oh, that dirty little minx. Oh, God.
Ethnic loving. Yeah?
I bet she's classy, real classy, like little finger out as well. She's like, little fucking fingers like right out like that.
Finger.
Look, she put her hands behind her back and look at you dead in the eyes like puppy dog eyes as you're brushing her teeth.
Wow. We got all that from Hispanic, eh?
Dirty bitch.
All that from Hispanic, there you go. From a family that was not particularly religious, I had a really hard time fitting in. Was quickly alienated from my fellow religious friends. I attended a local elementary school. Oh yeah, she's only 11. Let's pull back a little bit there. Yeah, let's rewind. Let's rewind. I forgot that myself. I forgot. Not 11 now, though. I'm back in the house. I'm back to the house. I attended a local elementary school, and for the entire 5th grade, that's year 6 in the UK, failed to make any friends.
I didn't have that problem, mate. I was the jock.
Jock strap. Boom.
How would you know, nerd?
I like being a nerd. People were hesitant to talk to me, and we shared little in common. I went from a relatively chipper lass to feeling shunned and depressed.
Oh, that's not nice in any context.
It's like Emma Watson, mate. She's legal now. Hermione got titties.
Shabba.
That was well funny in that movie. It's just I call him Harold Potter. He's so old.
Why is that funny?
It's Funny People, Adam Sandler movie. It's well good. I just want to tell you how Potter's so old now. Hermione's got titties.
No, the best line in that film is like, "You not sleep with her?" No, she had a husband. Yeah, she told me she had a husband too when she was sucking my cock.
Luckily, though, this was about to change. When I entered the 6th grade, a new girl had recently moved and joined my class, and we hit it off immediately. I think we're lucky, boys. She too was from a non-religious family. She too had moved from a rough neighbourhood. I was ecstatic, as was my family. My mother even cried when I told her that I had made a friend. Aww.
You gotta feel bad for her when the parents like
Cry because you've got a friend.
Do you know what? Would you say that I'd say that's a parent's fault, that, for not distilling confidence in a kid to do that?
So for what?
Because if she goes, if your kids come to you, like imagine one of your kids is a little more grown up and says, "I finally made a friend today," you wouldn't be like, "Oh, well done, mate." You'd be like, get in there, make some friends.
Yeah, I think the problem
I'd
is
be hurt, man.
because of you never know, in a heavily religious state. I mean, I'm guessing.
I suppose you'd feel a bit of an exile.
We are kind of religion free for the most part,
yeah.
especially in Manchester. It's like they're very religious people, but it's not a problem to be an atheist or whatever. If it's like, if you don't believe in Jeebus, we're not going to be. It's wrong to talk to you.
Could be. That's a good point.
Could be. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm just hustling. At this point, I'm spitballing.
I'm
spitballing.
Chewing the fat.
I don't think I've ever been around anybody's... I've been to Jerusalem, and even there, people weren't like... I didn't have an issue with me being an atheist. If I would even describe myself as that. But, yeah, even there. Like
I sat on the fence, me, mate. Agnostic.
You're going to be last minute just in case.
I'm not a last minute. I'm open, as it says it right in Hot Fuzz, mate. I'm open to the concept of it. I'm just not convinced by it.
Yeah, you're a tourist though, but like it wasn't like we can't talk to you, I suppose. I mean, I put stuff in the Wailing Wall.
$20 bills.
I've been to the Wailing Wall. Done my bit.
Does the wall do a whale?
Does not do a whale, no.
Why is it called
I've walked the path of Jesus who carried the cross. I've done that.
Geek.
It's bullshit.
This is like nerd full
It's
circle.
a hardcore walk.
I bet it
well
is.
hardcore. Like, you do that walk and you're like, dude.
With a cross on your back?
Exactly, yeah. No, like, that was crazy. Like, Emma was knackered. Absolutely. In fact, it was so hardcore that we had a 15-year-old girl with us, and she got that physically tired that it initiated her first period. That's how exhausted she was. And they had to, like, take her to the bus and deal with her having a period in Jerusalem. Now, that's a story for when she's older, but I felt really bad for that girl.
Oh, yeah.
I felt really bad for that girl. Because she was just... Yeah, this is what... Because it's a really heavy walk, right? It's red hot. And Jerusalem, if you've never been, Jerusalem is not flat by any means. It's really all over the place. So what they do is they take you to the place where Jesus was crucified, and then you walk... No, they take you to the bit where he had the thorns and all that, and, the whippings. And then they make you do the walk where he carried the cross to where he gets crucified. And it's really intense and red hot. And, like, the people were dropping out, like, halfway through. Midway through the walk, they actually had a cafe where you could stay and they would come back and get you after it. Like, if this was too much for you, you could stop there. And it was like, I think she made it past that, but she started to turn, like, yellow. I mean, Emma were like, what's going on here? And then her dad started getting really stressed out because obviously he was like, what are we going to do? And then her mum told us later, because obviously Emma was like, is she okay and stuff? And it had like kicked in her first period because it was that intense.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. Really. And then they had to like find pads and stuff in Jerusalem of all the places in the world. I don't know how they dealt with it, but yeah, she was rough, man.
Is that where Jesus had a coffee?
Is that where Jesus had a coffee? Look, man, I have no issue with religious people, but that walk is crazy. That is a crazy walk. Anyway, I recommend you go, though, because you see Schindler's Grave and stuff. That's really cool.
I don't want to go to Jerusalem.
It's really cool. A lot of it's gold.
I'm not that kind of holiday goer, though, that you are, because you take in, like, stuff like that. There's only a certain amount of, like, history that I'd like to go and look at.
Well, the Jerusalem trip stops at the Dead Sea, which I wanted to take Emma to. My dad took me to the Dead Sea when I was really young, probably too young to appreciate how hardcore the Dead Sea is, but I wanted Emma to experience the Dead Sea. So that's part of the Jerusalem trip.
Why is it called the Dead Sea?
Because nothing can live in it. It's got too much salt in it.
Is that that's the whole thing, isn't it, where you're floating?
Yeah, you can't walk in it. You can't walk into the Dead Sea. It throws you out.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really crazy. It's a really weird sensation because it's just water. Obviously, visually, it's just water. But you put your foot in and it literally lifts you back out again.
Yeah.
And you can't, like, stumble your way in. And then you, like, fall into it and it just keeps you out. It's really weird. And very strenuous, actually, because you feel like you've got to keep your head up. Although it won't. It could tilt you back because it kicks you back out again. But you kind of keep this very locked body position. And these people just sat there reading papers and stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was going to show you. I think it's great. Like, I love doing this kind of stuff on holiday. Dead Sea pictures. But yeah, nothing can live in it. And what they've done is they've put stuff in there to capture.
Is it just a high salt content?
Yeah, it's just the salt. It's so salty, like, you can't get anything in it. Look. That's it. And that's not like a joke. He's not like floating. You can't go further down than that. That's all the salt that piles up.
Christ.
Yeah, it's mental. It's huge too. It looks like people just floating, but they're not. Like, you don't.
Hello.
Well, that failed us. Why would that picture be in the Dead Sea? Sorry, Twitch.
Oh no! No, you done it. All right. Okay.
No.
We're off camera. Make it bigger.
What is this?
I want to see it. I can't see it. Make it bigger. That is a series of naked people.
With
There's some cracking tits in there, though.
look who's in the middle.
Big black guy.
Right. Okay. So, in order for you to see that, you have to Google Dead Sea pictures, right? And it's about 5 pictures in, and it's there is another. Oh, there's 2 more guys there actually. Okay, so there's 4 guys actually. It's naked models stood in the salt, but in the middle of it is one really smug black guy. He's just like, this is well good. He just looks like
everyone's.
He just looks like he's so chill.
South as well.
Yeah. 50 naked models sink in the Dead Sea sand for an Oh, it's an environmentalist thing. It's like a Greenpeace thing. Interesting.
Well, all right.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the story. What do you Google? Dead Sea pictures. That's it. Dead Sea pictures. You can't do anything with it. This is the problem with the kids. You can't let the kids near the internet. There's just too much dodge going on. So anyway, she's got a friend and her mum cried about it. It was and she organised a play date.
11?
No, year 6, 10.
Year 6 is 10.
Year 6 is 10 to 11, right?
Okay. But still.
Yeah. Okay. So she immediately made a play date with the girl's mother. It was to be a sleepover pie the very next weekend. I was nervous, but it went perfectly. It was all a dream. Most of our time was spent talking, watching movies with her family, but eventually we went to her father's study to play on his PC. This isn't a girl's play date. Lies! My family couldn't afford a PC.
It's back then, mate. That was a real thing.
I remember. I remember. I had to push really hard for a PC. Really hard. My brother luckily got me a PC. So right off the bat, I was extremely excited. But what she showed me, however, made my mouth drop. She talked about the Dead Sea and showed me these pictures. There was this game, she said. This game that let you do whatever you want. This game where you could explore a new world. Where you could be whatever you wanted to be. This game was called The Sims. Do you remember playing The Sims?
Fuck yeah, I remember playing The Sims.
We downloaded the Hardy Boys skins.
And then we put all our own music in the jukebox and stuff.
Oh god, I remember copying the MP3s into the folder, yeah. Like, what should we have in there? Because it's really serious, this, mate. What
about this song?
I don't want any bad tunes in my Sims.
Can we get it off Napster? Let's go and get our song off Napster, mate.
It was. Songs off Napster just to get it done. I had never seen anything like it. My brother had a game console, but it was nothing I ever used before. This was a brand new experience for Sims is Biss. I love when things are described as Biss these days. It really makes me laugh. I just had a hot dog, it was Biss. Biss hot dogs. This was brand new experience for me. We made a family together. She started showing me the ropes. We decorated our house, we dressed up our characters, and we built relationships with other Sims. It was my first video game, and I was hooked. I want to see this while we're talking.
What?
Just how much DLC is there for The Sims?
Oh, God.
Isn't it something like it costs you over $1,000 to buy all the Sims stuff? I think it is. I think it's like COD at this point. I think it is. Every day we would hang out after school and play The Sims. Please don't. Delore, get rid of that clip, please. Please get rid of that clip. We're going to have to delete this VOD after anyway. Every day we would hang out after school and play The Sims. Weekend sleepovers became the norm. Slowly but surely I was becoming a gamer. I begged my father for a PC. I did my best to explain the amazing things I could do. His answer, however, was always, hell no. We just didn't have the pennies. Not even for a family PC. Not even. What's the latest Sims? 3? It doesn't look that bad, actually. It must be wrong. Isn't there a Sims 4?
It might not be on Steam.
Okay, so it's not on Steam. Sims.
But look at all those, like...
Yeah, there's more here than
and
it's
stuff.
showing. Okay, never mind. I was expecting more than that. Okay. No problem, I thought. I had an amazing new friend. This friend, I think, is Chloe. Chloe. I had my friend Chloe that I was hanging out with at every possible moment. We both enjoyed The Sims and played it all the time. It was fine and life couldn't be any better. But how wrong I was. It was halfway through middle school when my world came crashing down. Things were not going well for my friend and her family. The move to Utah was too costly for them. And for what I could gather after the fact, her dad didn't get the promotion he was promised.
3 days from retirement.
With no other option, they were forced to move back to New York. Christ, when Utah's more expensive than New York.
Yeah, but saying that though, it's a concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Nothing you can't do.
Just so bad.
What? Listen, right? Don't frown upon the mighty words.
So bad. Just so bad. Just the absolute worst. Oh God! Whatever.
What?
I was devastated. I had lost my only friend. To make matters worse, my brother had recently turned 18 and moved out. We were always so very close that I couldn't even lean on him for support. God, I bet he was well chuffed.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. I need to talk to you, bro. I moved out.
I'm out.
Take the hint.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to live with you anymore. We were always very close. I refused to go to school, would barely eat, and just stayed in my room. I don't remember much from those days. Oh, God, it's like when the camera span on Panface from Twilight. In that Twilight film.
Which one? And what scene? I don't know what you're talking about.
You must have seen Twilight at some point. Everybody's seen it.
Only for, like, the giggle of, like, what girls think's a good film. This is why women should be directors.
Not too long after, on my 13th birthday, I was in for a surprise. In what must have been an act of desperation, my dad did the unthinkable.
Stop. Right?
What?
I'm just pre-warning the chat. Don't type what you're about to type.
What?
Because that sentence...
What was it? I didn't get it.
Go back to the start of that sentence.
Not too long after, on my 13th birthday, I was in for a surprise. In what must have been an act of desperation, my dad did the unthinkable. Okay.
Right?
Okay. To this day, I still don't know how he did it. Or how he could afford it. There was a knock on my door.
This isn't getting any better.
You guys have put this in a weird light, man. I was
Right.
clean. I was so clean, and now you guys have got it twisted. Let's Google Dead Sea images again. Bring it back around.
Bring them titties
We need
back.
to get back on track.
We need to change the subject. Hey, do you remember those tits before?
Come to the kitchen, my father said. I have a present for you. With great effort, I came to the kitchen. And on the kitchen table was a large box.
Step 1. Oh, God. Cut a hole in a box. Step 2. Put your junk in that box.
It's a dad. She's 30. You have a daughter. 2 of them.
Whoa! This isn't my daughter!
This is not my story.
Step 3. Make her open the box. And that's the way you do it.
Curiously, I unwrapped the box. Inside the box was a brand new PC.
Boom! Right, we're back on track
back
now.
on track.
We're back on
We're
track.
back on track. And a copy of the recently released Sims 2. This was the day my dad became a hero. How sad that all it took to buy you was the Sims 2 and a PC.
How sad that you are in that year of school and this is when you realise your dad's a hero.
Your dad
He's a
is
cook.
a dad.
No, he's a cook.
No, he's a hero from day one.
That's what I'm saying.
You just don't appreciate it.
That's what I'm saying, but my kids are half that age and they know that I'm a hero already. Slight lies and embellishment, but I'm a hero.
As a dad, I take offence to your cheap instilling of hero status because of The Sims 2. He moved to Utah for you.
It's true.
To get more money to provide a better life. That PC was because he moved from California, which was way better, by the way.
And the only state confirmed that knows how to party.
To a non-alcoholic desert state so he could buy you a PC.
He didn't even get the promotion, did he not?
Yeah, that was the other family who had to move back
3
to
days
New
from retirement.
York.
Don't start singing it now, you tossed shade on it before, man.
I love that song.
Right?
I love that
It's a tune.
I like a lot of songs that people wouldn't expect. I like that Beyonce song where it's a twist where she's the police officer and the guy's not. That one. And then it turns out to be a bamboozle at the end. I don't remember the name of the song.
I don't think that exists.
Oh, it does. It might not be Beyonce.
Probably isn't. Are you thinking of inmate
It's
in
not
an
Alicia
asylum
Keys.
and a doctor and it turns out to be
No!
Fred Durst and Halle Berry?
Google it.
Come on.
Beyonce police song. If I Were a Boy by Beyonce. Ooh,
I don't know
top
that
result.
one.
Top result. If I was a boy. Perfect Beyonce impression. See
That
that?
was haunting.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Like the song.
I wanted to applaud.
The song is haunting. The song is very scary. Oh, it's full of murder and blood and guts. It's like an
Doesn't
episode.
sound like it
It's
would
like an
be.
episode of Dexter.
Jesus Christ.
A good episode, not the later episodes.
I never watched Dexter, mate.
You didn't watch Dexter?
Not in it for me. I don't like the guy.
You ever watch Sherlock? The Cumberbatch.
I haven't.
It's very good.
I've seen clips of it. It does look pretty good. I might give it a watch at some point.
I would recommend it because all the seasons are out now.
I do like me a bit
Black
of.
Mirror's coming back.
Do you know what? I'm going to watch that. Is that on Netflix?
I don't think you'll like it. It's too dark for you. You don't like the dark stuff.
I don't mind the dark
It's
stuff.
really dark.
I'm going to give it a watch. Is it on Netflix?
It is on
I'll give it a
Netflix.
watch then. But yeah, in terms of Sherlock, I'll give it a watch. I don't mind me some Wimbledon tennis match, mate.
And Martin Smith, isn't it?
Martin Smith and Wimbledon.
Wimbledon tennis match. Okay, anyway. Things immediately started to get better. Now I had a PC. Isn't that the way of the world?
Right.
Isn't it? It's just a happier time for us all. My family was technologically inept. So the painful process of setting up the PC and installing the game allowed my father and I to bond. You know, it just brought back all the times I had to install games for my friends. And I can't figure out how they couldn't do it. Like, I would have to go to their houses to install games.
The only time that I ever had trouble installing a game, I can even remember the game as well, it was Terminator 2 for the PC that was in DOS.
Yeah, I'm talking about the CD age, like where you would put
Auto-installation.
Auto-installation.
Oh, right, I'd never.
And they were like, we can't do it. We've been trying all day. Can you come and fix this in? And I'd walk in and I'd put the disc in the tray.
Press OK twice.
And it would pop up with like install. I would click it and that'd be it. And I'd just be looking around and like, I don't get what's going on here. But these guys would be like, oh, we've been at that all day.
Mental.
Crazy. I started going back to school. And although I still didn't have any friends, things were looking up.
I thought she made a friend.
She moved away to New York. We keep up. The father didn't get the promotion. Utah was too expensive.
3 days from retirement as well.
3 days from retirement. I didn't realise it at the time though, but my brother was also working on a little something of his own. At my birthday party, he had heard about my struggles at school and knew that I'd received a new PC. So it was a week or so after my birthday, he invited me over to his apartment so he could show me something. My dad dropped me off early on a Saturday morning. The first thing my brother and I did was walk to a local bakery for breakfast.
Nice.
Religious muffins. Best muffins.
But
Yeah.
fresh bakery muffins, not like mass-produced shit. Maybe love, mate.
Well, he and I just ate and talked for a few hours. Oh, I'm bored now.
Not in a bakery, are you kidding me?
I can't be in a bakery for a few hours.
Oh, I'd love to be in a
It's
bakery.
a heart
for 2 hours,
attack
it'd
waiting
be-
to happen.
It's fucking piss.
You know, can you imagine being... Look, UK fellas. UK fellas.
Don't say Greg's, though.
No, I'm just saying, can you imagine being in a bakery when the fresh sausage rolls come out? Dude. That place is in trouble. That's just all I'm saying. that place is in some danger.
Well, imagine it, though. You got to put it in the context of, like, this kind of American bakery where it's not just the savoury stuff, but the sweet stuff as well that comes out as well.
That's so good. That smell of fresh cut bread. And then, you know, they're red hot. Because there's nothing worse than if you end up in a Greg's and you get a cold sausage roll. I just throw it at the staff.
You better
Every
put that shit
time.
back in.
I'm banned from 64 Greg's. I'll just cast it at them. And if it's a steak bake, I tear it in half so the gravy's loose.
Are you a steak baker?
Sandwich.
Oh,
A hot steak bake. Give me a cold steak bake. I'm about to cause some shit.
I'm a cheese and ham man myself.
Oh, it's too thick. It's a goo.
It is a goo.
It is a goo.
I like it.
It's
Running down my
a lot of
chin.
a paste. And then chunky... Where'd you get cubic ham from? Makes no sense.
Thick cut ham in squares.
No, thank you. You know it comes in a pot of some kind.
I'd love it.
Steak bakes do come cold. It is entirely possible to get a cold steak bake.
Of course it is. Once it's cooked, they're under no obligation to keep it hot.
Yeah, and those things that look like they're warm are only designed to burn your hands. On the other side, ice cold.
Yep. It's a fridge.
It's just a red hot piece of glass that's designed to burn your hands. On the other side, it's freezing. It's freezing. It's all a bamboozle. Greg's from start to finish is just a bamboozle. Anyway, so we've been for hours in this bakery, waiting for the sausage rolls. Looking back, I think he knew I was anticipating what he wanted to show me, so this was probably his way of teasing me. Not the best way. Or maybe he was just really trying to be an awesome big brother by talking about my problems.
Do you feel a bamboozle coming?
I don't know. I can't imagine any big brother wanting to talk to his sister. The whole thing's
I like your thought process. So you've taken a lean, you've crossed the fingers. It's like, why would he want to speak to her?
about her problems as well. Younger sister problems.
Maybe he's a caring older brother.
Oh! No such thing.
No, there isn't.
At 18?
I fucking hate my
Not
brother.
a chance.
Prick.
Not a chance. Anyway, we got back to his apartment. I couldn't take it anymore and asked him what exactly it was he had to show me. I found out that he had a PC. What's wrong with you?
I'm just looking at the mouse box down there, mate. What's up with you?
We should show him his new peripherals later. He had got a PC of his own and a library of cool games. These games, he said, were mine to borrow at any time. Needless to say, I was excited. I had still only played the 2 Sims games, so to know there was way more games got me giddy inside. I asked him which game was his favourite, and he replied, World of Warcraft. Want to see it?
I like that state of innocence that she's got, the fact that she's well into games, but she's only got a small horizon.
Well, it used to be we'd buy 1 game a year, pretty much, and play it to death.
A birthday game and a Christmas game.
I think I was generally a birthday game. I don't think I got much because I've been dicked my entire life. You ready to feel? Prepare your Fs because my birthday's so close to Christmas.
Oh no! Yeah.
Even my parents got me 1 big gift for both, and then calligraphy sets for some reason. 1 year I got 3 of the same calligraphy set. What is that?
They want you to be some sort of.
And they
bard.
knew as well. They wrapped them all up individually. So they've been bought by other people. Like I think at the time I felt like I wanted calligraphy sets or something. I don't know. But they bought one from Asda because they also had calligraphy. I think it was in at the time. And then other people bought me calligraphy sets from Asda. So I had 3 of the exact same one and they wrapped them individually. So I opened 3 of the same calligraphy set 1 year and I was like...
Do you know what I'd do if I got calligraphy for Christmas?
What would you
Right.
do? You got calligraphy.
In a perfect calligraphic presented sentence, right on their car bonnet,
Go fuck yourself.
buy me a proper fucking present.
What's the worst gift I ever got from mum and dad? Do you know what? Okay. Alright. The worst gift I think I've ever had came from my granddad. Rip now. But he bought me a needed to be attached to a brick wall basketball hoop without a basketball.
Nice.
and I had never showed any interest in basketball in my entire life. And for Christmas and my birthday, he got me a basketball hoop.
I'll do you one up.
Okay.
I got a slightly red, but 90% pink girls jumper off my nan. Girls hoodie jumper with pink text across the front of it as well. And my mum obviously recognised it was a girl's jumper. And my nan was there when was opening them. She goes, "Oh, try it on." And I looked at her dead in the face and I said, "No." No. Right?
Oh, thanks, Mr.
I got grounded and had to wait at least from... You're up at 5 in the morning as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
From that time until dinner time before I was allowed to open the rest of my presents that year. Because I wouldn't wear a fucking girl's
You are
jumper.
supposed to play nice with your gran, I suppose.
She's like, "Try it on." You've got no chance, bitch.
You have got no chance. That basketball hoop still haunts me to this day, because I remember being... like I said, we used to go up at 5, so I was allowed to open my presents and as long as I didn't wake my parents. Because we lived in a pub, they probably went to bed like 2 hours, because it'd be like the Christmas Eve night in the pub, so it was hammered. So they probably went to bed like 2 hours before I'd get up to open my Christmas presents, so I was allowed to open my Christmas presents on my own, which I was fine with. It didn't bother me. I'm not sad or anything. And I remember opening this basketball hoop and being like... I must have been about 7. I was just like, what? What on earth? Okay. If The Sims was a culture shock to me, then World of Warcraft was a revelation. A goddamn epiphany. It blew my effing mind. My brother told me that there were players from all around the world could play together. It was more than I could handle. He allowed me to play on one of his characters, although I can't remember which class it was now. It was amazing. Now, to be honest with you, Mikey, I didn't know what I was doing, but it was glorious. Glorious! I wanted more. My brother promised to buy me a copy of the game and help me set up an account that very next weekend. He also explained that I would have to bring my PC over to his place to play, as we didn't have internet. He wants this to have LAN parties. This is the game plan. This is the game plan. So he roped her in by showing affection with a bakery visit and a chit-chat of which he had no interest whatsoever. He then brings her in, knows she's going to be excited by World of Warcraft. By that afternoon, he has set up the PC, being the second PC in his home, so that he has that for the entire week. With him and his roomies, can rock a LAN. She gets to play a weekend. Everybody's sweet.
He's got a pocket healer.
Everybody's sweet. What a bro. What a bro. I like him. Nice. To keep me busy, though, during that week, I borrowed a number of classic games. Off the top of my head, I remember borrowing... Oh, nostalgia, boys. You ready? You ready, chat? Doom.
Nice.
Wolfenstein 3D. Diablo 2. Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate for life!
And some point-and-click Indiana Jones game. I could spend an entire chapter talking about my experience with the games I had borrowed, but that's not why we're here today. The next weekend arrived, and as he had promised, I now had my own copy of WoW. My brother even paid for my subscription. Scum-ass. Scum-ass.
Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes.
Not that I could play it that weekend. The installation process took all weekend. Rip. Rip.
Jesus Christ.
I made my first character, a Nelf Rogue. Now, my brother was more than willing to play and even level with me, but he's also very much a you need to learn things on your own kind of guy. I like him. Stop hassling me. You're using my internet. I'm paying for it. So I was set loose in the forest of Teldrassil all on my lonesome. I understood a little bit about getting around as I knew things like camera movement from The Sims. Gaming knowledge coming in strong. Coming in strongs. Plus, I had played with my brother's character before. However, actually moving my character for extended periods of time in a 3D world was nauseating. And using abilities, I might as well have been learning the piano for the first time. I didn't understand what quests were and spent the first hour or two just wandering aimlessly until I fell off the world. Eventually I got down the basics of movement, but I still didn't know how about questing or combat. I hadn't gained a single level in the entire weekend. I continued to wander, eventually coming to the entrance of a cave. To this day I still refer to it as Cueva de las Aranas Malvadas, the cave of the evil spiders. Did I nail it?
I hope so, mate, 'cause that was beautiful.
Thank you. Spiders, though, you should learn this. It's either Malvadas or Aranas.
It's gotta be Aranas.
Cueva de las is the cave of. Aranas Malvadas.
Aranas sounds like arachnid.
Yes. Malvadas is evil? Spooders. Crisp, nailed it. Thanks, team. I encountered my first death here, after being devoured by an aggressive spider. I immediately panicked. I didn't know what dying meant, and the button saying release spirit scared me to death. Seeing no other option, though, I clicked it and was shocked to find I had moved, and my spirit had left its body. And I was in a grey world of nothingness.
Do you know what? I've just had a fucking revelation, and a weird one, but I think that I'd be scared at the Warcraft spiders if they did devour you when they killed you.
Well, you know what I could find really scary is that skittering noise they make when they aggro, because they go like that.
A little bit.
They do that scary noise. I almost wanted to cry, thinking that my character was dead forever and her spirit doomed to wander the world. Eventually, though, I found my corpse and resurrected. Wherefore I was immediately surrounded by yet more spiders and died again and again. Started a journey almost every newbie can relate to. I would die, res, die again. The problem was that I was resurrecting deeper and deeper into the cave as I didn't know where to go, instead of actually going towards the entrance. It was a never-ending chain of dying to spiders. The cave of the evil spiders, indeed. So I logged out and created a new character. I'm a little irked to be another female stereotype, but the character I created, which would become my main for years, was a human priest. That was your problem. You rolled a rogue. And that's what happens.
What?
Waste of time.
What's this waste of time?
Girl rolling a rogue. She switched to priest. Easy game.
There you go.
Free win.
That's it.
Free win. You know what I'm saying? It's not a cliche if it's the truth.
Boom.
I'm just saying. Science. Yeah, see, there you go. Mephisto says it's science. It's just good science. Slowly I learned about combat and noticed the big exclamation points for the first time. I learned about quests. I learned about levels. I was ready to go. It became my normal weekly routine to bring my PC. Oh, Nightmare, she takes the PC home with her. Baited. Debated the brother. To my brother's place over the weekend, and it was when I reached level 20 that my brother and I started playing together. He, of course, was a warrior. But also, he had a level 20 character, a warlock. And he began teaching me more. One of the first activities we enjoyed together was the Dead Mines. I knew about playing with other players and had grouped up with a few during my leveling experience. But dungeons was something else entirely. And I had a lot of anxiety going in there for the first time. My role, my brother explained, was not to attack enemies like I had been doing before. As a priest, he said, I was to heal.
Told you, mate. This is what I said from day one.
What a brother.
Pocket
What a
healer.
brother. Everything, he said, depended on me. I was the most important person in the dungeon. I was not to deal any damage. Although, let's be real, smiting a few times before going boom and then wanding really isn't that much damage. He showed me exactly where to watch health bars and how to quickly switch to the right people to heal, but the pressure was immense. As it happened, though, we were already over-leveled. In fact, the group was made mostly of alts from my brother's guild.
Ah,
What was the guild name?
the
The Lannisters. One of the top raiding guilds on the server. I'd like to say I impressed them with my slick Dead Minds healing and received an immediate guild invite, but in reality, my brother, who was the main tank for the guild, got me an invite. Have you seen the way... Did you see that Dead Minds run? Did you note the healing in there? Sick.
Get her in.
Raider.
Yeah.
Spotted. Yeah? It was when I got to level 40 that things started to get weird. You see, the guild had recently invited a new Shadow Priest for their raid group. His name was Cloggy. Cloggy was an eccentric fellow. He loved to be the topic of discussion and the centre of attention. Although something about him weirded me out from the start. He was nevertheless very charismatic and social with the guild. One day, when asking the guild for help with Alderman, I received a whisper from Cloggy. Can you do a voice for Cloggy? It needs to sound like it's sort of normal, but it's weird.
But like Dutch.
Cloggy's not Dutch, he's Brit.
You're Dutch now, mate.
Alright, there you go.
So, you are a girl, yes? More like Gru, but Dutch Gru. This is Cloggy now. This is what Cloggy sounds like now.
I wasn't sure what to say. That does sound like Noble. If your videos were like that, Noble, free win.
That wasn't Noble. I can do Noble.
Do Noble.
No.
So you're
20
a
minutes.
girl. I wasn't sure what to say. It was an honest question. But with the way Cloggy spoke... Let's change this. With the way Noble spoke, I just felt awkward about it. He made me feel dirty. I certainly wasn't hiding the fact that I was a girl. And I thought most of the guild knew at this point. In the end, I hesitantly responded to him with, yes.
This is novel now.
This is novel.
Excellent! So I can help you through the dungeon if you are wanting.
Sound like that guy from Frozen.
No, Gru, mate. Are you talking about mix them a blowout? Oh, it's no good.
Sure, I said. The run itself was fine. I got completely carried, but throughout the entire thing, Nobble kept talking about his accomplishments.
I am making laws.
He was the best Shadow Priest on the server, he would say. The guild accepted him out of dozens of other applicants, he would tell me. He also began to ask uncomfortable questions about myself.
I don't know if you want me to. You are wanting to see my dick now?
You brought this on yourself by piping up, Nobbler.
By piping everyone, mate.
How old I was, how long I had been playing, if I was looking for a friend, etc.
Looking for a friend.
I sidestepped as many of his questions as I could, careful to never tell him my age especially, but Nobble was relentless. Even after the dungeon run, he would keep whispering me. Whenever I logged on, he would whisper me. There were eventually just normal questions such as how my day was going or if I needed his help.
That still happens to this day.
What?
And I know of
What?
this incident happening as well. This kind of like, the second someone knows a girl and they log on, like, boom, do you want anything doing?
No.
Can I help? Oh, it does. Mate, I know it happens to this day. I'm privy to knowing it happened. It's well funny to watch. Shing! Dost thou needest mine help?
Stroke. Stroke would be it.
Fair maiden.
As I ride in on my wheelies.
Yeah.
Look at the girls going, yeah, it really does. Sorry, girls. We're needy. We're needy.
Why are you like that?
No, I'm married for like 17 years now, bro.
But even before you were married, I don't even think that I could ever be like that in a game.
I never really gave a fuck.
Do you want to help me?
No,
Do
even
a couple
in
of
real
dungeons
life.
and that. Do it your fucking self, mate.
No. I've never cared about whether a player was a girl or a boy.
You
Ever.
want equality?
Never bothered.
Here it is, mate, yeah? Don't get my handouts.
Couldn't
Go
give a
looking
shit.
for a group, you dick.
Could not give a toss.
For I'll bottle you.
I care if you're gonna wipe me on Maiden. That's what bothers me. you gotta soak my Hydra shot or not? That's what I give a shit about. Anyway. But there was just something in the air about Nobble that I didn't like, and it really bothered me. However, I didn't really see a way out. I wanted to tell him to fuck off, but he was really an important recruit to the guild. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't tell anyone about the situation and continued to give half-assed replies whenever he would whisper me. Besides, I was actually getting a lot of help from him. See, this is where the twist comes in. You're accepting the help. He'll soak my Hydra shot. Girl, talking my language. Yeah?
Is that seen as reciprocating, though, to the guy,
You can't
to
say
the
he's
White
creeping
Knight?
you out. Oh, I don't like you, but yeah, help me all the time. Oh, I don't like you, but yeah, accept your help all the time. That's you're feeding the line. You're towing the line. He's throwing out a hook, and you're reeling in.
But she's not
If she didn't
reciprocating.
she's reciprocating because she's accepting his help. He's going, can I help you with anything? Yoo-hoo! And she's going, yes, I want your help. And then going, but he bothers me. You can't have it both ways.
But she's not helping him with anything. Or doing
She
anything
can't help
for
him with
him.
anything. She's a newbie. He's capped. He's a shadow priest of all things. He's a heroic man.
He's not got time to level another character. He's got lore videos to make.
He's a busy man. Okay.
Comes in dancing on his clogs.
You see, being an avid Sims player, I was obsessed with the idea of collecting gear. I knew about stats and would wear what was best for my class for group content, but when I went to cities or spent some time soloing, I would wear a vast collection of beautiful outfits I had created. This is pre-transmog, by the way. Many of which I had crafted myself with tailoring. I was never into RP or anything, but collecting all the robes I could was my obsession. Imagine my giddiness when Transmog was released many years later, I can imagine.
Did you not save quality looking armor pieces? Like back
Are
in
you
the day.
out of your mind?
Mate, I did that over like 4
Are you-
expansions.
who are you
worth, 3
talking to,
expansions
dude?
worth.
Who are you talking to? No. I
Did you
kept,
not have
I
a-
kept
Oh.
tier sets in case I needed the bonuses.
Do you remember my Spartan set?
I do remember your Spartan set,
It was
but no,
wild.
I did not collect any gear that looked cool. No.
Best day of my life.
To be
mate.
fair though, back in the day, you just wore tier.
I know, but like if I wanted like certain armor that I thought, wow, that was well good. And then that day came when it's like, you know, you can save now all your armor sets. It made so much fucking
Yeah,
cheese,
I don't think I've
mate.
got any of the achievements because don't you get achievements from like X amount of shoulders or whatever?
If you get, yeah, you do, but if you get all of them, then you get the title, The Fabulous.
That's pretty good. Actually,
This
I do
guy's
kind
got
of
it.
want that with my purple. I want my pink unicorn.
What pink unicorn?
I want them to put one in game. I want a pink unicorn and my fabulous title.
You can get a Dreamweaver's unicorn.
Yeah, it's not what I want. Anyway,
It's not the unicorn I want. Though.
I was never into RP or anything, but collecting the robes was amazing. Who supplied all the mats for my tailoring, you might ask? So she took all the tailoring mats, all the cloth.
Big tailoring blowout.
Initially, I helped from my brother, but I started to receive more and more gifts from Nobble. I was young, still 13.
Do you reckon when Noble gets a text, like his phone will vibrate and it'll go, that'd be well good. I'm going to set Suzanne's text message to do that.
I was still young, 13, and didn't really understand the deeper meaning behind receiving such frequent gifts. I knew that he liked me and maybe in that way, but for a 13-year-old mind, that way was innocent and naive. I was still avoiding what I now know were his advances. I would later come to realise that that's what they were, but the collector in me could not deny his gifts that made so many pretty dresses.
Without
now,
sounding
let me clear,
creepy.
he doesn't know how old she is.
Okay,
He
I get
doesn't
that.
know. He
That's
doesn't
fine.
know.
But I'm not saying anything like. When you were 13, it's got to be some sort of a background thing. But when you were 13,
I knew all about sex.
bingo.
I'd had sex 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity at 11.
So I don't get it. Are people genuinely
Yeah,
that
they
naive?
are, right? I've read stories of girls who are like 16 and still have no idea about pregnancy or anything. Like they've been sheltered from anything sexual. But the thing that I don't know if it's different for girls, but the lads will probably like be with me. At 11, it like goes into overdrive. Like you just want to bang everything. You don't even know why, but you just start getting boners and stuff. Right? At least for me. Once I was in high school, it was all I could think about, regardless of whether I'd been taught it or anything. When did we have sex ed?
Fourth year junior, last year junior, year
Yeah, like
6.
15?
Year 6. No, I had it in year 6, mate. I was 11. I had sex in 11. In secondary school, it was in the 3rd year. We would have been 13.
When did we watch that video of the jizz coming down the dick, which was just like
That was in RE.
insane. Yeah, we watched that.
That was in RE. That was
Who had the
pre.
camera down the dick while they were jizzing? Who did that? What a hero!
We were.
Because that's not easy.
We were 13. That was 13-year-old when that happened.
Yeah, 13 when we had that. I know we got condoms in. Yeah. You're right. Year 6, because they
It
gave
was
us all
when
the
you, when you
condoms.
leave. When you leave.
Yeah,
you
so we
get
would
it.
have been 10. Yeah, 10 years old. We got given condoms in school. Yeah. My brother had the.
Manchester, baby.
Do you know where I had the talk? I think I was probably 7 on holiday. My mum and dad had gone to, I think, Portugal. I think I had it in Portugal to meet some friends, and they'd been out drinking, and I was along for it. I might have been 9 or 8 or something like that. And my dad made it so we walked slightly ahead of the pack where my mum was talking to this husband and wife combo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he had the talk with me. He opened it with, and I remember it distinctly. He goes, "Do you know what a woman's pussy is, son?" And I was like, what is happening right now? But still very into it because, I don't know, I can always trust my dad.
You wanted the knowledge.
Yeah, I wasn't shy or awkward about it. And I went, yeah. And he goes, well, do you know how babies are made? And I'm like, not really. And then he went through the whole thing, but he used like the filthiest Manchester words ever. He was like, see, I think he called his dick a prick. Remember that was a thing for older guys to call the dicks a prick. And he goes, well, you stick your prick in a pussy. And then when he went on like this, but I was always a bit of a geek. I was so interested in like, what was going on. I was like well into it. I asked him all these questions and stuff like that, and he was totally cool.
See, that's the difference. I could have never, ever let my dad finish that conversation if we started.
Even at that age.
No. You know my dad.
I do.
Can you imagine how awkward that conversation would have been?
Well, who gave you the talk?
No one.
Oh, you don't get it?
No.
No, I love it with the boys for sure.
I'm letting Suzanne do it with the girls. I can do it.
Yeah, I think it was awesome because I asked loads of stupid questions like, I can't remember what I asked. Like, how does it get hard? Where does the baby grow? You know, stupid shit like that. Because I think it was pre-boner. I think I knew about it before I got a boner.
Do you know what? Here's a strange thing, right?
Well, like what a boner I was aware of, because this is going to be off track, but you get a boner from the day you're born. I don't know if you know that, but my boys, it's a very weird experience as a dad, because they're like tiny babies and suddenly their dick's hard, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Can you remember like what's the furthest back you can remember a boner?
I can't remember my first boner. I remember the first time I jizzed though and was really freaked out.
I remember that.
I was really freaked out because I was flying solo at the time and it did stuff that I had never had happen before, and I was really freaked out because I was like sticky. I was like, what is going on?
The first boner that I can remember, 7-year-old, got up in the morning in my pyjamas. My mum's mate Amanda had just come round. Amanda was fit.
No way.
Right? But I didn't obviously associate boners with sexual arousal. And Amanda was sat in the front room talking to my mum and that, and she's talking stuff. I was stood looking out the front window, the layout of my mum and dad's house. Anyway, got a boner, looked down, saw it, and turned around and went, but a fucking pitching tent in my pyjamas, and my mum was well embarrassed.
Yeah.
I never understood why.
Good times, man. Good times. Hey, this is important knowledge you all need to know.
True. Everyone remembers the first boner.
You wonder why we're not on the Blizz launcher. Well, let me tell you, I'm confused too. We're all confused. We're all confused. It's important. See, a lot of people now go, that's totally normal then, right? We don't talk about this stuff. You might think it was weird. It's totally normal. It's totally normal. We all did it. Good times. I was really freaked out though. I thought I'd have to go and get me dad.
What? First cheers?
Yeah.
I remember.
And then
I
it felt really good. It felt really good.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my god, this stuff.
Do you know what? I remember the point of it and stopping purely because I thought I was going to piss everywhere.
Yeah, you think you're pissed. I'm sure you think
you're going to piss.
Anyway. Okay, so back to Nobble's weirdness.
Classic Nobble.
Classic Nobble. Wow, Nozzle.
Speaking of ejaculating everywhere, back to Nobble.
I like the way we segued perfectly back into Nobble. Easy game, man. This is why we're pros, right? This is we're professionals at this. Okay. The day I finally reached level 60 was a day I'll never forget. It was a real, sincere sense of accomplishment for me. It had taken me months and months of bringing my PC to my brothers over the weekends, but I had done it. The big 6-0. The guild greeted me with widespread congratulations, and I began to explore my new life at the endgame. The first thing I did, of course, was look into what new armor pieces I could buy or craft, so I could look like the elite. However, it was not all of that makes me so vividly remember this day. It was what happened after one of my guildmates said these fated words to my brother in guild chat. Oh no.
What?
So now that your wife is 60, do you want to start preparing her for raids?
Oh no.
It wasn't the fact that I thought I might have a future as a raider that caught my attention. To be honest, I didn't know what a raid was. It was the fact that this person had assumed that I was married to my brother. Looking back, it made a bit of sense. While I'm positive I was introduced as his sister when I first got the invite, the guild changed a lot during my time in it. People left, people joined, and it's not like my brother always referred to me as sis. I was just character name. So I can see how over time my brother referring to me by my name could muddle things a bit. Like I said at the start too, we were always very close as siblings, so I'm sure that came through. Not to mention we were literally always online together since I had to go to his place to play. That wasn't what was really going through mine at the time though. What I saw was an out. I noticed Nobble was online and hatched a plan.
Ah, very smart girl, mate. Very smart girl.
She's gonna play the married brother angle?
I think
bold.
I think she's right to do so, mate. She's right. It's going to get Nobble off the scent. We know what the creepers Nobble is. Nobble's relentless. He's not going to stop.
Once he gets that hunger.
That's it, mate.
Once he gets the smell of prey.
Before you know it, you're in his hotel room.
Once he gets a whiff, there's nothing that can stop the hunt.
That's it.
He's like Bloodborne. The hunt is on tonight. Stronger than ever.
Inspiration. He's like a bear.
He is like a bear. You're right, Noble.
I am fine.
Yeah, stop texting my wife, Noble. She's not going to fall for it, yeah? I have to savage her every time you text. Keep texting her. I have to alpha dog her every time. I am his mum. Anyway. I looked over to my brother's confused face at the guild message. We played in the same room in his apartment. And saw him typing, "Wait!" "Stop!" I said. "What's up?" Well, I didn't give him Noble by name. I explained that there was some attention I was receiving that was making me uncomfortable, and told him that if we pretended to be married, it might make it go away. I might have to pull a brother's ranking here and say, "Excuse me, unwanted attention from who? Tell me right now."
Yes.
I am not playing the married angle. I am going to explain to whoever it is that they need to fuck right off.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
He shrugged it off and said that it was common for female players to receive attention. Don't like that. I would not shrug off my 13-year-old sister getting unwanted
I wouldn't
attention.
shrug her off, but I would make her aware of it.
Of course, I'd make her aware of that, but I'd say something like, "Let me know if that's happening," certainly from someone in the guild.
Yeah.
You get me?
I'll get you.
And that it would be weird to pretend to be married, and that he really did not want to do that. That's a good move. I begged him, saying that he didn't have to strictly say we were married, but not to say we weren't either. He agreed to this and responded in guild chat with an awkward, "Haha, yeah." See, that's going to come out really weird on both sides when it eventually comes out, right? You're going to have to leave the guild, change name, change accounts, probably buy a dog at this point.
You wanna keep up the ruse. You gotta raise the stakes.
As far as my guild was concerned, we were now a married couple of brother and sister.
Deep South. The irony. The irony.
This did not deter Noble. It's got the scent.
It's a forbidden fruit.
It's a forbidden fruit now. Noble continued to whisper me, less frequently. I could tell his ego or his pride or whatever it was that drives men to talk to girls this way was hurt, but I didn't care. I didn't receive many more gifts, but I did receive some. But I was never really asking for them. Not sure if that excuses me accepting them. No. That's the cheap way out is, well, it's not like I asked for it. He was giving things to me. Yeah, accepting is part of the
Are
deal.
you trying to be a girl gamer streamer?
Me?
It's not like I wasn't asking for the donations.
I would never do that.
Okay. Oh, you don't get it.
It's hard, this. Alright, are we doing it right now?
Get the icon over it.
There we go. I'm gonna put it there, right?
So I've just got a donation from Zarathos. Thank you!
As long as
He's so kind. I bet he's so attractive.
Where's the bit that makes it scroll so it looks animated? That's what I want. Yay! Are we doing it right? Okay. No, we need the whiteboard. The whiteboard's class.
Oh yeah, Angabout. It's down here as well though, mate. Oh, thanks for the donation. I ain't stretching that far down, mate. No chance. Never had a need to fucking bend over
I
like
think the
that.
camera needs adjusting.
We need to put it right up here. I want it down my fucking
But
top.
how are you going to fix it? Are you going to look? It needs to be moved.
Ah!
Ever so slightly. All right.
One sec.
I just need to adjust the camera ever so slightly.
Let me just get a good look. Angabout, I can't get in them.
I watched one of those Twitch fails videos and it was just full of that. It was absolutely full of it. It was really funny. It was really funny. Fail. Anyway, so now our wife's 60. We're good to go, right? Good to go. He didn't relent the Noble necessarily, but it was definitely more cautious. My brother was raid leader and main tank for the guild, so he definitely didn't want to get on his bad side. Oh, so Noble just sees it as he's got to do a tactical play. I like it. I like it.
Noble's like Pepe Le Pew. He's like, I'm picking up what you're putting down, so you're married. All right, different angle it is.
Wait, let me smash the controller. Ah!
Oh my god, it's in pieces everywhere!
Oh
Oh no!
I'm so angry at the video game. Anyway, moving on. Now, I'm sorry I have to read this sentence.
Go on then.
I felt like a huge load was taken off my shoulders. And I hoped I could try and maintain a more friendly relationship with Nobble, like I had with other guildies. And eventually I did get into raiding. I was invited to come to one of the guild's Zul'Gurub runs. I was severely underprepared, but like with my first dungeon, my brother was there to run me through the PowerPoints. What? The PowerPoints and all of the preparation. I'd love to see a Zul'Gurub PowerPoint. I can't remember a single boss name in there. Hakar, Zul'Gurub. What was the first boss called? The guy with the bats. Bat boss. What's it called? Do you remember?
I remember the bosses, I don't remember the names. I remember Hakar.
It's going to annoy me. No. Batman, no. You did. Jeklik. Yep. Jeklik. Good call. Good recall, boys. Good recall. Jeklik. We progressed on that for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, our guild was like in blues and greens. It was really hardcore. Okay.
Venoxis, yeah, as well.
Venoxis where you could turn off your graphics and you never got the dizzy effect. Some projected textures or something like that.
Yeah.
And eventually, to be honest though, I don't remember much from the raid itself. It was a 20-man, so I'm sure the majority of it was the core, at the very least, decent raiders from the guild. It was definitely harder than Dead Mines though. But with another competent group, it was another carry under my belt. I mean, I do remember being in awe of the sheer scale of it. Needing to use team speak for the first time. But my story is quite lengthy, so I'll save you the juicy details. What you need to know is this is the first time I had ever seen my brother reach boiling point. Oh, really? During the raid, the guild could tell I was nervous, so they were constantly holding my hand and telling me I was doing just fine, like giving birth. They were careful not to yell at me when I made mistakes, be it out of kindness or fear of the retaliation from my husband. Each time, however, they would phrase it in such ways as, "Bro, your wife is doing great." This could be Cloggy. Cloggy could be the brother. Or, "Cloggy, you're so lucky to have a wife that plays WoW." To my amusement, I would see my brother get angrier and angrier IRL at the suggestion that we were married. I also noticed that Nobble was getting more and more passive-aggressive towards Cloggy. At times, he would try and talk over Cloggy and make raid calls of his own, or question my brother's tactics. Cloggy was angry, and annoyed, and he had reached breaking point. After downing a boss and hearing more comments related to our happy marriage from the raid, I could hear him cursing under his breath, in Spanish no less, which is a language he rarely used.
Puta.
So immediately, he was done. I was not at all surprised when he screamed, "Enough! I have had enough!" The raid went silent. "Listen up, you motherfuckers. She is my sister. My sister. A legitimate little sister. Got it?" He then turned to me and asked outside of TeamSpeak, "Who is it? Who is it?" Mr. Noble.
It's a Senior Noble.
Oh my god, that's made my night. That has made my night. Oh my god. Going back to TeamSpeak, he continued his tirade. "Noble!" "So help me God, if you ever speak to my sister again, I will end you. Capiche?" He used the word capiche. That's wrong.
That's Italian.
Well, mixing it up.
Did he do it like this?
Capiche.
I caught a fish this big.
Capiche. There was no response from Noble. So my brother went on. "Get over yourself. You're shit. You've always been shit. Shadow is shit. And we only picked you up for Shadow Weaving. Bye." He then kicked Noble from the raid and the guild. And we never heard from Noble again. Poor Noble, man. Anybody have any questions? And the raid just burst out laughing. I hope you enjoyed my little story, even if you only skimmed through it and decided not to use it. Oh, we had fun. We had fun. Oh, feels bad for Noble, man. Feels bad. I love what you're doing. You have my support. I'll leave you with a pair of screenshots. I managed to find an old photo bucket account. RIP. Don't forget.
Photo bucket. Holy
man.
shit! Is that still around?
I don't know. I've got pictures on that.
I've got a photo bucket. I'm gonna check it out.
Take it during the time these events took place. You don't have to share them with the viewers if you read my story, but I hope you get a kick out of them anyway. Apologies in advance for the low resolution. I'm not sure if they decreased over time due to photo bucket or if I truly played at this horrendous resolution. Enjoy nonetheless. I have to be careful here because some of these people might still play on the keyboard. I hate having two keyboards. Oh, it's got the name of the guild in it, so I don't want to use that. What is that? The Temple of Bethek. Oh, that's all Grub.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Kill screen.
Oh my god, the old school healing meter. Oh, we can't show these on stream though. That's a shame. Bummer. What's the other one?
Bummer.
At least we get to see him, Andy.
It's true.
Because we're honest folk.
Oh my god. I thought it was him! I thought it was him!
Ah, I can't open this one.
Hi. You got a pop-up warning from it. There you go, that's a character, I think.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, beautiful dress though. I think I can... If I do... No, I can't do it. I could do this though. This works. No, because it's got the Imga title in there, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. Oh, well, that is the end of the drama story then. So where did the fapping walrus come into play? I'm going to label you as missing in action, because the names didn't really come up too often. You were supposed to be... How many names do we have? Well, we mixed some names in there. So don't worry, Fapping Walrus. I will get you back in. I hid in the bushes. Don't worry, Fapping Walrus. I will note you down and we will use you in another drama story. I will absolutely do that. But that does, thank you all, bring us to the end of tonight's web show, I think. Yeah, that was solid. I had a lot of fun. We're going to have to delete the VOD, but unfortunate. Unfortunate, to say the least. We will have to delete this VOD, which is a little sad. But we can edit it. We have a local recording, so it should be fine. It should be totally fine. We hope. We hope it'll be all fine. 7 dislikes on the show is live now video. Why?
Because people are assholes.
Why? What are you disliking? Don't like it. Don't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. I would love to give a shout out to everybody who subbed. We love you all. Thank you much. Jertilden, Generous, Liquid Music, Jermaine Shaman, Concrete Moose, Brandon's Cult? Oh, Brandon's SL Cut. Brandon SL Cut, I think. Tom Belladorian, Dan, Major Domo, Hool, Locomac, Amish Moose, thank you. Tender Pork Ass Cheeks. Always
Nice, that is the best name ever.
Lost Amongst Bananas, Traitorous Muffin, Teddy Bear's Druid, and Mr. Merck donated £100 and we didn't know.
Oh shit.
Fuck YouTube. Thank you so much. I didn't see the chat even mention that. Thank you so much. That is ridiculously generous. Thank you. Mr. Merck donated £100, says, fuck YouTube, you guys are great. Thank you, I hope you had fun. Thank you, dude, I had no idea. Vampish, Ulvinator, Totes Not a Girl, Jamie Johnsy, Black Ink Barbarian donated $2.75. Thank you, buddy. DNAP, thank you for the sub. Sam Cunt as well. Marvicius, Zalaluka, Riding Woody, Aiden Ater, Brimstone, Boo Trip Apinuki. Peasant donated 30 quid. This has been the worst day of my life. Oh, hold on. I won't say... Oh, you've had a terrible day. I can see that. I won't say gigantic thank you for streaming when you did. It's chilled me out. Thank you so much, buddy. No worries. Claudie, Wazikaido, Hebdex, Julie with the 100 bits, Pick the Ender, Terminus, Connor, Calendor, and Nasty Orange, Echo, Snabolden, Gamers Envy, oh my god, Odtobius, Muggle Raven, Abfro, Gump, Metroid Tim, Litz. Thank you all for the subs, you wonderful people. Clue, Kajura, Revlin, Slady, T-Totem, Carnivax Games, Jertil. Thank you all. Thank you all. I hope you had a wonderful Saturday. I hope we had a lot of fun. We're deleting the VODs because there's breasts in it, unfortunately. You're not allowed to show breasts on Twitch, so, I mean, it's pretty clear it was an accident, so they're not going to go mad, but I'm still going to delete the VOD. Thank you all. Feared as well. It's a harsh time for us, but we're still having fun. Yeah, we're keeping going. And Belga, thank you very much. Love you all. We'll see you. I think Emma's streaming tomorrow because she wants to do some leveling. Oh, Emma bought some new peripherals. Can we have a look at Mandy? She's going to be testing these things out for us.
Are these going to get reviewed?
I think so, but they're not being given away. So we want to point out we finally made some deals. So just want to point this out here. What?
Did you get any pictures of footage with them in the
Oh, let's not review
cherry
these.
box?
No, let's not review these. Don't worry. We bought these. So a lot of companies obviously try and get us to market their gear, but they always want us to use them forever, which we don't do because I like our own stuff. So what we've made some deals with some companies like Logitech and Rocat and Orky. They're going to send us free stuff just to give away to you guys. There's no money involved at all. There's no money or anything like that. They're just sending us stuff which we can review, check it out, try if we like it, and then give it away to you guys. I think that's the fairest non-sellout deal I can think of, is just to give it away to you guys.
I'll tell you what. I can pass you these.
Yeah, give me that. So, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there's no money, we're not getting paid or anything, it's just free stuff. So it's like what we did for Father's Day, where we did a tweet. All they wanted from us was a tweet, and then they gave us headsets and keyboards to send out. So she's got these headphones, HyperX. I'm not sure what it's called. Is the box around?
Oh yeah.
There's no name on it. She got this Corsair mouse, which is multicolored and doing all kind of nice. It's the M65 Pro RGB. The HyperX Cloud Gaming 2, there you go, that's what she got. And this keyboard. Is there a name on that one? It's a Corsair something. So this is what Emma's going to be playing with. Yeah, Emma tried the K70. So she got the Corsair K70 as well. So she's going to be testing those out because she doesn't like my keyboard. Andy likes his style of keyboard and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be checking these out for you. Well, we've got some headsets and stuff to give away. They're actually in the office. We've done reviews of them. Andy's made some videos. So watch out for those videos. The videos are basically a review. We've been trying them out in the office and then we're giving them away in the video itself. I can't think of any fairer than that. We're not earning any money for it. We're just getting stuff to send to you guys, which I think is easy. And then we're getting a load of Logitech stuff. When did Emma say? Soon, right?
Probably soon.
Yeah,
I remember
soon.
a day.
We're getting a load of Logitech stuff to give away. Oh. Yeah. So there you go. So watch out for those, and there you go. I think it's pretty good. So when we get them in, we'll begin out. Yeah. All right. See you later, guys. Bye bye.